Live. But I don't see you, Dave. There it is. Yeah.
Here it is, brother.
All right. Fucking
Wow.
ready.
I mean, we're finally doing this for everybody out there that's quarantined, everyone that can't leave their house, everyone that's chilling.
Here,
we're here for you. You know, we may be a little late sometimes, but we're always there. That's the thing about us. We never leave you or forsake you. We'll go with you till the end. Right, Pastor Chad?
Brother, sometimes you just got to let them know that no matter how down you are, when you're stuck in your home, we are here. You are not alone. I can speak to your heart. I can speak to your soul. Let me get up in there and take over the mind control, put you in the right state of mind. Wake up the next day feeling light and let the sun shine down upon you and feel the energy. Feel that vitamin D or E or whatever the F it is. Whatever the F it is that gets in your body and makes you feel all right. Feel the light, brother.
Oh,
feel it. Wake up in the day,
yes,
hard as a rock.
Chad. Preach it. Yes, this is Sinner and the Saint, everybody. We are definitely doing this thing big. We are on episode 47, 48. I'm not really 100% sure. I've been listening to a lot of podcasts. 48. Yep. Thank you very much. And I'm excited, brother. It's been a while since we talked. I'm sure a lot has changed in this week. A lot has changed in this country in a week. So I can imagine in our personal lives, a whole hell of a lot has changed, huh?
Yeah. It's fucking crazy, man. Sorry, you guys. I'm trying to light the cigar out of the mic. But it's crazy. It did all hit up here now. You know, it's real.
Yeah. That sucks, man. And besides all the bullshit going on, I mean, my week was not too bad. You know, Amanda's been cooking some amazing food, bro. Like, you know your girl's the right one when she's cooking you these bomb-ass dinners, you know, and you, even when it's healthy, it's still good.
It's a big deal, man. Motherfuckers, you know what? A lot of people out there right now are finding out if they really are in love or if they fucking hate that person. This is a real one for all you guys, for all you motherfuckers that have been able to work separate shifts. No, we love each other, but we only see each other on like Friday nights at 9.
Yeah.
Welcome to the real world.
Oh yeah. Shit just got real for everybody. You know, and I'm about to get married, so she still has a chance to get out of this. So I can't fucking hang up.
Yeah. You know? Dude, it's there's been so many marriages postponed that like I'm wondering, like, I don't know if they're gonna, not your guys, I believe you're gonna make it, but a lot of other ones where I'm like, I don't know if they're gonna make it now.
Yeah.
Like it just fucking they're going through. The cool thing is if you make it through this, you were meant to be. That's it.
Definitely.
That's it.
Definitely, man. So how's everything been in your life, man? I'm sure now it's finally hit that area. Things have been a little bit crazier than normal. And
they finally like shut everything down up here. And the big deal was for us, like we were on the trend of just as a company coming into our second, you know, getting close on the second year in a couple months, but this our second season at this time of year, and it was getting insane. We're like, oh my God, this is about to be the best our business has ever done. And then all of a sudden, like, dude, we're getting walking after walking, selling jobs, and then just boom.
Yeah.
Just like that, just stopped. So we've got like basically 2 weeks of work left. Like we're able to keep working because people need sinks and shit.
Absolutely.
So, you know, we can't have our showroom open. So we're still working, and everybody's been super cool. Idaho did a 21-day shutdown. Washington was a little bit ahead of that. So like you still see, you know, everyone like, you know, everyone's kind of like having respect with it, but it's like, it was interesting. It's like, damn, like we have all kinds of contingency plans in place as far as pushing bills, putting whatever bills we can out there. Dude, I was on did I say the last podcast? I think I was when we were on the phone with the president for that call.
Yeah.
That was cool. So then that bill didn't go through. Then it went, you know, we kept watching that like a hawk. John had that shit on his phone 24/7 every time Trump spoke. And finally that last bill passed. So, you know, there's loans out there. It's just, you got to do a lot of legwork. Like a lot of people, you know,
it makes especially it a bit harder for everybody.
Everybody's got to, you know, so it is what it is, but we're just taking everything like a blessing. We're like, all right, we're going to get all of our jobs knocked out.
Yeah.
And luckily we have that. And then we just got a new machine in our shop. So we're going to get that like dialed in, clean everything, paint our cargo trailer, get new stickers with our new logo. I don't know if you've seen our new logo.
Can you see Enrique's comment on the screen?
Yeah, I just seen that. What's up, fucker?
What's up, Enrique?
Fucking Monroy's original hot sauce right there.
There he is. Yeah. We are actually brought to you by them. Thank you, Monroy's original hot sauce. I just had a taco from Tio Pepe's just before going live a few minutes ago, and I put the Death by Kraken on there, bro.
What?
Death by Kraken, just to fuck with it, bro. I just was thinking, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna show everybody I ain't no pussy. Enrique says people can't handle the Kraken.
I'm gonna tell you right now.
I can handle it.
Love you too. Love you too, Enrique, but I can't handle the Kraken. I cannot handle the Kraken.
It's hot.
Well, I fuck up with the regular mango habanero. Like Victoria, like literally, like Victoria would make like salsa. Well, what she does is she puts that shit in her ranch. She puts it in her mayo. She uses it on everything a bunch. And like one night, you know, like I'll just reach over and I'm like, oh fuck, man. I'm a bitch. I'm not like good at hot sauces, but I mean the flavor's fucking amazing, but I just can't, like, I'm not good with heat.
So if you mess with Monroy's original hot sauce, you know that he doesn't like to put the stoppers on the top of the bottles, or some bottles don't do it.
Yeah.
Or some didn't do it for a while.
Yeah. Yeah.
I took one off a different bottle, cleaned it all out, slapped that sucker on the Death by Kraken. Cause if you don't have one of those on Death by Kraken, you're screwed.
Like, you're fucked.
Yeah.
You're fucked.
So
if you don't have one of those, I would suggest getting like a toothpick or something, or you know, dipping it and going like that, or a Q-tip and then give a little squeeze, put it in the bottle and just squeeze one drop out and you're fucking good. That shit is fucking fire.
Yeah, it's good though. The flavor, I only do it because I really enjoy the flavor of it. It has an amazing taste. I don't know what it is about it, but it has this aftertaste that I really, really like once all the heat and all that goes away.
Yeah, once you're in the afterlife.
Yeah.
It's when like, wow, there
you can really taste the flavor of those peppers.
Yeah, that flavor was really good after I fucking died. You know? So, and I'm saying that, I know there's so many people, they love that hottest is hot. It's like, dude, like people like will fuck around at Hooters and not understand that like their Reno 911 wings are fucking insanely hot. They will fuck you up.
Yeah. You know, I've never had them.
Don't. Like,
I've had the ones from what's the Wingstop?
Mm-hmm.
Those ones are pretty good. I've never done the Buffalo Wild Wings ones. I've never done the Hooters ones. I know there's a few other places that have them, but
the Hooters hottest flavor, I think it's Reno 911 or some shit. They're fucking insane. Like I would say if you want to try them, then just order the smallest order of those and make sure you have plenty of other stuff to eat and like some milk.
Some milk.
Shit. Dude, I sat there eating them. I was fucked up drunk and I ordered them and we were fucked up after the Carnegie Hill climbs. I think that's the night that Greg went to the strip club with us and I took my sister's boyfriend and and they got in a fat ass fight. Yeah. That was but it was there. We went to Hooters after the fucking Carnegie Hill climbs, and so I ordered the 911. While I was so fucking drunk, I'd ate like 5 of them, just scarfed them before any of it really hit me. And then next thing I knew, it was just fucking death, dude. I was just like, fuck. So then I'm just pounding beers, bro, like just trying to get this shit out of my mouth. And then we went to strip club and we went to Santa Cruz. You know how it goes.
Yeah, hanging out with you never know what's gonna happen. I heard a lot about that trip because Greg and I were working together at the school during that time, and he goes, bro, I stayed too long at Chad's. Now I know why you guys would stay the next day only until like 3 or 4 o'clock, you know, and then you guys were out of there because if you stayed too long, you were going to get into another party. And it happened often. Yeah, we got J-Dub Moneymaker.
I'll respect it too. J-Dub Moneymaker. What's up, motherfucker? Out there still fucking slanging it, dude. Fucking in the trenches, Mr. Jason is out there fucking handling business.
He grinds on that podcast, man. That is something I'm so proud of seeing him do. He's kept steady to it. He's holding it down. That's solid.
Admitting at times, stepping out of his comfort zone, getting up in the mix and fucking coming out clean as a whistle.
We appreciate that advice you gave him in Vegas too. You really You really helped him out with that.
I was a little bit full of fucking deep conversations that afternoon. Jesus Christ. Thanks, guys.
Oh man. He doesn't like my lighting. Everyone's a critic, huh? Oh man. What kind of cigar are you smoking?
You know what? Oh, the band came off. I was like, why isn't there no band? This is a Cal Plone. I don't know.
Cal Plone, huh?
Let me see this bitch right there. Put it up in there. The one I smoked last time was like fucking fire. It's in there somewhere. That was my it's my favorite cigar I've ever smoked in my life. This that blue wrapper guy right there. That fucking I saved that band. I'm like, that is fucking good.
If you try
Shout out to
find
little bro Paul.
If you find it somewhere, you're definitely gonna get another one, huh?
Oh fuck yeah. I mean, I'm gonna call that's why you save the bands. You can call a cigar shop or send them a picture of the band and shit, and they'll
nice. I didn't know that. I'm not a cigar guy. I don't know much about them.
It was just that's what my dad always told me. He's like, pull the band, fucking you like it, just save that band.
Yeah.
So that's what he told me. He's like, just buy a bunch of singles, and then once you get one you like, save that band, and then sooner or later you'll remember it.
Yeah.
But
there's people that are cigar guys. And I know my cousin, he's definitely one of those cigar guys. He knows a little bit about them. He spent some time at some cool cigar lounges. I don't know if you've ever been to anything like that, but he claims they're pretty cool.
I did one. Neil had a cigar lounge, so I spent quite a bit of time in that place. I don't know if that's
I forgot about
cigar
that
lounge, but that was pretty tight. Then he took me to one in Lodi. There's one out there in Lodi that we went to, and we fucking sat there and smoked cigars and drank at the fucking bar thing there, and never paid a dime. I said, Neil, do we got to take care of the tab? He said, oh, don't worry about it. So when he said don't worry about it, I thought he was going to go pay. He didn't pay. He just said, come on. And I drove us.
Get out of here before they charge us.
I'm like, I don't fucking know what to do right now. Felt pretty safe if someone tried to jump us.
Oh man, going to a cigar lounge with Neil, going anywhere with Neil would be one hell of a fucking time.
You better be prepared. You have to be mentally prepared. If you don't know how to
fight and you're with Neil at some place like that, you're fucked, right?
No, I mean, no, not really. You'll be fine, like most likely, but it's not knowing how to fight. It's being secure with yourself and confident to a certain degree. Like you gotta be able to like understand that he is going to make everybody uncomfortable. Like, you know what I mean? Have hella fun, but he's going to fuck with everyone. And if you can't hang, then you ain't, then you're going to be, the fire's going to be under your fucking ass, dude. So I would usually just get super fucked up and laugh.
Yeah.
And then he'd get me riled up. And fucking, me and my brother, he'd do it every time, dude. He'd get us all pumped up, taking shots, and fucking next thing you know, something, I don't know, hiding in a parking lot.
Dude, so let's talk about this Tony Khabib thing. Or do you think it's gonna really go down or what? And where?
I don't know, dude. I mean, Dana's determined to make it happen. If they, the only way that I think, like Joe Rogan was joking about it, but dude, on a ship, like, how sick would it be in open waters on a ship? Dog?
The only thing is with Khabib not being American, I'm sure there's limitations on what he can do and how far
open
he can clearances
waters. Dude, Putin is the commander in chief of his country.
Yeah,
Vladimir Putin likes Khabib. He's good, bro.
Yeah.
Okay. He is gonna be fine.
Do you and I've heard that might even be the only fight. Like if a UFC does a fight card legendary with only one fight on there, that's fucking insane.
To be honest, it's not insane. It's a promoter's dream. If he pulls this fight off, the only fight, it's such a draw that everybody's tuning in for one fight. That's fucking nuts, bro. Yeah. That's like the tension with that is insane, dog. The promos beforehand, like everything about it could be fucking epic.
I hope it goes down, man. I
hope they fight. I mean, did you see Joe Rogan said he won't even commentate it? It's the most cursed fight ever, so he won't be a part of it.
Oh,
like, it is fucking crazy.
It really is. I've never seen or heard of any other fight that's been booked that many times that's gotten so close to fucking going through every time.
And at first, like, weight cut issues, minor injuries, then all of a sudden the freak accident and Tony on a cord, blowing his ACL. Now a fucking worldwide virus pandemic.
Yeah. Who would have ever thought that you get a pandemic to call off the Tony Khabib fight?
Like everything's good. They're healthy. So
I tell you what,
Mother Nature's like, nope.
It just doesn't make sense.
The Chinese were like, nope.
Too many people have talked like this fight was going through. This is a cursed fight, and there were people a few months back saying, "Oh, they're both healthy. Oh, it looks like it's still going through. Everyone's good to go. There's no way this fight's gonna fall through." And what happened,
dude? Well, I mean, to be honest, people weren't saying that much.
Yeah,
a lot of people were a little fucking nervous. What's up, Trevor? Yes, dude, this is so sick.
Yeah, it's cool. You can see everyone's comments. That's the best part about it.
Fuck yeah. But dude, there's no way. Like, I think Dana, dude, I think Khabib's, he has the two right fighters, the Kung Flu. Brandon, my man. Oh man, I love you, Brandon. I'm so sorry.
Grandpa Brandon
I'm sorry.
There's Grandpa Brandon.
I've never called him Grandpa. I didn't say any of that. That's everybody else out there but me. Brandon is a handsome young man. Oh shit.
Oh, I turned on a little bit of light. It was getting dark in here.
It still looks like shit. You look good, but your lighting sucks.
Yeah, well, half my garage, my tubes, the fluorescent bulbs, they went out. So I need to replace them, but everywhere's locked down, and there ain't.
Home Depot, all the general stores are not locked down.
Yeah, but there's a lot of people rolling through Home Depot, bro.
You have zero excuse. I heard there they only let 10 people in at a time.
I went a couple weeks ago. I went like 2 weeks ago, and I'm walking down the aisles, and there's this lady, bro, and she kind of freaked me out because she's just like, and I'm like, man, that sounds like a gnarly cough. How'd you think it twice? No.
Dude.
But yeah, I just haven't made it out to get the tubes yet.
That's I've been making a joke that, like, for our business, we were gonna, I was like, John, let's just every morning, like off Facebook, if we went live from our company and we did a hold your breath challenge, like, it's like, all right, see, you guys, we're still good, so we can come home, put a stone in your home. Hire us. We're two healthy young men. Watch this. Watch me hold my breath.
I like it. How long can you hold your breath, Chad? You ever time yourself? We're going
forever, huh? We do a hold your breath challenge right now. I smoke. I'll take a hit. I'll take a hit of the cigar. I can't. Don't ever let me hit weed. I can't hold my breath for 2 fucking seconds. And that's if I fucking smoked weed right now, you guys, I'll be like, he got the Rona. Chad up there in Idaho with the Rona, bro. His ass better stay in that fucking shop. Coming down see me for where the fuck you, Reverend Damarel. You Rona ass motherfucker trying to wipe out the old.
Thinking about with everything going on, for the people that still want to get married, like online, and they're worried about bringing a pastor over to their house or a preacher, just hit Chad up. We'll be live your wedding. We'll get on this. We'll do a live fucking thing on Facebook for all your friends and family to get a part of. Chad will marry you right inside his Center in the St. Idaho studio.
I can marry you from here, and I specialize in online prenub.
Yep. And I mean, he knows lawyers. He's got a whole firm with him. So
I got all kinds of connections, man, in all kinds of places. You know what I mean? You better call Sal, better call Chad. Okay. I'm gonna hook you guys up. I'm gonna protect your assets. She doesn't even have to know she signed the prenup, man. You can divorce that bitch in 10 years, and she's gonna say, I'm gonna take half everything. You say, no, you're not. Okay. Because boom, exhibit B.
And that's shitty how, like, no matter what, like, happens, like, a chick could take half your shit like that.
Yeah.
Like,
that's why they're born with short feet and just need to stand by that stove, because we ain't equal. If you can always take half of my check forever, then we ain't equal.
Yeah.
That's it. That's it. That's it. Okay. When fucking, I'll respect gender pronouns when animals start getting sex changes and you can't fucking say that's a buck or that's a doe. Tell that fucking day, fuck your pronouns too.
Yeah, those. I mean, there's
Dave's all, I do not share Chad's beliefs. Center in the
live on Facebook, we can get flagged for certain things.
That's what I'm trying to do, man. Flag my fucking ass. Fuck all that shit. I'm going crazy. I ain't even quarantined. I feel like I'm quarantined, but I just live my normal fucking life. I found out I've been quarantining myself for a long fucking time up here. You know what I'm saying? Me and Victoria, we don't fucking socialize too much. People are fucking crazy.
Yeah. I mean, the thing about quarantine, I did get to watch that documentary everybody's talking about.
Tiger King.
Tiger King is a motherfucker, bro.
Dude, that's right. I just got back from my parents. The reason we were late is because I go, you guys gotta watch fucking Tiger King. So we watched 3 episodes there, and they're like, what the fuck?
Yeah, Tiger King. So I was watching that. For sure, the wife definitely killed her husband, her previous husband.
See,
there's no way millionaires just
100%
go lost, you know.
Victoria knows what's up, Trevor. She knows what's up. Victoria was born in Russia, bro. She don't fuck around with all these fucking, you know what I mean? She's an American citizen now, okay? Straight up citizen, for real.
That's what happens when you marry an American, you know?
But yes, Carol Baskin killed her fucking husband. No way that bitch didn't, dog. Dude, I'll tell you who I want to sit with in a sauna and get some conversation out of, that little fucking pygmy lawyer dude. He looks like he knows some shit, bro. Not going there.
Yeah. There's a lot of weird shit, dude.
Dude, it just kept getting
everybody
crazy.
was weirdo. How is everybody into tigers?
Dude, not only are they all connected, they all got their own weird, fucked up shit going on.
And tell me that you believe that Carol Baskin is just like the other ones. She is not a PETA person. She is just as crazy.
Bro, that bitch just wanted cats. Yeah. She's got all her cats in cages. She made that video about how to domesticate them. Like, that bitch is crazy. She's crazier than anybody. I mean, they're all fucking batshit crazy. That's why I love the meme where it shows a dude with no legs.
For everyone watching live on Facebook, if you haven't seen Tiger King, we're gonna drop hella spoiler alerts because I watched the whole fucking
spoilers.
Thing.
Here's a spoiler. They're crazy as fuck. At the end of it, this is a meme, and I'm just gonna say it because it has nothing to do with the show, but there was a meme out, and I was dying laughing about the dude with no legs driving in that crazy ass sports car with a skeleton in the passenger seat, and like they didn't even say nothing about it. And I truthfully seen that and thought, but it was so fucking normal at that point that it's like that's not even worth questioning.
Oh my god,
like the
triple gay wedding, bro. The triple gay wedding.
The whole time, the dude with no legs every time is in front of race cars. And no one is talking about him driving, yet alone being a race car driver. He has no legs.
No legs whatsoever. I mean, the guy's got.
Well, I mean, he's good to the cat.
His fake things were pretty tight, though.
Obviously he can drive with them. Yeah, he's legit, dude. But I mean, it's like it wasn't even mentioned. Like, hey, do you race these race cars, bro?
Yeah.
Every time he's leaning on one.
Because that's the least of their problems, bro. Everyone's got tigers in their back fucking yard.
That's what I'm saying. This fucking series, like, it's so fucking nuts, bro. Like, me and Victoria watching, like, what the fuck? And then
Sam's his name.
The con artist dude comes in, and he's like,
I think that dude's legit. I don't know. I feel like
he's a fucking sick ass con artist, bro. They're a bunch of fucking rats, bro. They just rat off. They just set up cons. They're criminals that keep getting involved with other criminals, and then they rat them out to the federal government and go to a new place, and they just keep turning on everybody so they stay free. It's fucking insane.
Now, I couldn't even imagine fucking having all these tigers in my backyard alone, but having a war with fucking 10 other tiger people in the fucking town. Or, you know, in other states, not even in the same fucking state, bro. That Carol Baskin bitch is in Florida.
Dude, that's how crazy the fucking South is, bro. Oklahoma, Florida, and shit. Anthony, what's up, bro? Drop some insider knowledge sometime.
Probably got a tiger in his fucking yard.
Dude, Anthony, probably 200% he has a tiger. Now that I think about it, 200%. I'm sorry, Anthony. I'm not trying to throw you under the bus.
Anthony probably has a liger because Anthony's super alpha. He's probably wants, you know.
He's like, bro, I got a fucking lie grizzly. I took a liger and had him breeding with a grizzly bear, and that's what he fucking does.
Did you lost her name? arm. Oh, the chick that lost her arm, the dykey lesbian chick.
I didn't notice. He said, "No, I gotta watch it again." He did though. I just watched it with my parents. He did. He put on an EMT jacket.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yes. He was wearing the EMT jacket. He just had one ready to go, bro.
I didn't even think about the symbol on the back of the jacket was like, dude, when they show their videos, they're all like wearing like cop looking shit. Like they fucking, oh my God. Dude, but the craziest thing is he's on camera. He's like, I'm never going to financially recover from this. But dude, to walk out and go, I'm just going to tell you guys all.
That was in the gift shop, bro.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you guys something before you wake up tomorrow and see it on the news or whatever. So we had an employee reach through the cage and Tiger ripped her arm off. So if y'all want your money back, or you can do a rain check. Like, holy fuck, bro. Like, I know you're crazy as fuck, but I thought you were going to baby it a little bit, you know, like, hey, there was an accident. Fuck. And she's like, no, it's all about the animals. So I had to go back to work in 7 days.
Oh my God. I tell you what, Doc's a pimp, man. He had fucking pussy for days out there. Not only the tigers, but the women, man.
Dog Antel's a fucking cult leading motherfucker. Dude, that's related. That fucking temple that he went to, that yoga temple, is related to that Bhagwan shit, bro. From the fucking people in Oregon, dude. That motherfucker, you see his eyes, bro. You can't trust motherfuckers like that. That's some creepy blue eyes I told you about before, bro.
Tell me, oh man. I just know some people. I have a few friends, Chad, that I'm thinking of that I could just see starting a fucking tiger cult. Just like, come on, girls. Come on, pet the cats. Like, the cub petting shit.
And you know, Enrique's the motherfucker that buys a ticket and goes out there and he's like, you guys, honestly, it's really cool and genuine. Yeah, there's Bobby.
Fuck yeah.
I know Enrique would report to us and be like, you guys, no, it's legit what they have going on.
Yeah. So I heard on the Joe Rogan podcast.
Enrique's like, Anthony's tiger cult is totally legit. It's not bad at all.
Oh my God.
Bobby flies out there. He's all, what you need? Dude, you think tigers are crazy? Try Scottish Highlanders. That's what you need out here. Fuck these tigers. You need some real beef. Dude, I'll set you up a cattle farm right next to the tiger ranch, right? And what we can do is every now and then we'll have a quote unquote fence failure. You could pay me when my cattle cross that. The tigers get them. It's organic. You can say basically they live in a jungle and they're freed from the wild.
I heard on Rogan's podcast, he had somebody on the other day and he was talking about fucking there's more tigers in Texas than there are anywhere else in the fucking world. And
it's true, bro. If you've seen the stats, they said they don't even know how many, but they're saying between 5,000 to 10,000 in America and 4,000 in the wild.
Yeah.
Like, it's pretty easy to believe half those motherfuckers are in Texas.
So let me ask you this. So in Oklahoma and Texas and all these podunk fucking states like that, we got fucking this.
Hey, Chad Damerel did not call Texas or Oklahoma podunk or bodunk. That was Dave, not Chad. So
is there even a real definition of bodunk?
Podunk, bro. I don't know, but I feel like if I was a fucking Oklahoman and someone said podunk, I'd say, who you calling a podunk, bitch? I'd get pissed. It would be.
The weird thing is that this gay Joe Exotic guy can go out there and suck everyone's dick and breed all these tigers, but there aren't enough in the wild out there to, keep breeding and shit like that. This guy's just got him in his backyard, just breeding them like fucking hotcakes. And we can't keep them enough in the wild because we got fucking poachers and shit out there just killing the fuck out of them.
Let's talk about the real. Let's have the real conversation.
All right.
The real one that everybody's wondering about. Like, let's be honest. Let's slow down for a second. Joe took the dick, right? I don't think Joe was giving anybody dick.
Wait, you don't think Joe was giving anybody dick?
I don't think Joe was doing the fucking.
You think he was getting fucked by Toothless?
Exactly. And, two straight dudes. I think the only way, I don't think straight dudes are getting fucked in the ass, but I think that those fucking two guys are like, fuck it, I'll get high on meth and fuck you in the ass, bro. I ain't got to look at you. You know what I mean? That's what I feel like. What was going on?
I felt like the fucking one that was missing his teeth. I felt like he had to have been sucking some dick or something in there.
Nah, bro. I think that fool was just giving Joe a good old fucking country ass pounder. Just fucking pounding that fool. And like Joe said, he got a Prince Albert. I'm like, he ain't fucking with a fucking stud hanging out his dick, bro.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't even think about that. Man,
yeah, they really probably just bone it from behind, reach under there and give it a little whacking.
You just put it all together, bro. That's fucking real sick, Chad.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh my God. Yeah, fucking, dude, he was probably getting pounded by those fucking tweakers. Mm-hmm. That is fucking disgusting.
High on meth and shit. That's why they never explained why he had that crutch for a while, bro.
How did he have that crutch? I don't remember that part.
Took the long dick from Travis.
Took the long dick from Travis. Poor Travis, man. He had to go fuck this fucking guy.
Well, you see the camera flash when he kills himself and that dude's sitting there and then he acts all normal. How the fuck is that dude like even halfway normal?
Yeah.
Like the look on his face, like, I thought he fucking spilled a drink. Like from dude's reaction, he just sat there. Oh yeah. And then gets up and leans against the wall. And like when he's telling it, when he knows that, he's like, well, you know, Travis was always a joker, so I thought maybe he's joking. I'm like, bro, I'd have been a lot more fucking traumatized than that.
I think that was just shock, man. I don't think you could judge much
I'm sure it was fucking shock, but I'm just saying, like, that's how crazy that shit was, where some dude just shot himself in front of you. You're like, oh, was that real? Was that real? You know,
that is some funky shit, bro. So crazy. I don't know if you watched, there's another documentary for everyone out there that's fucking quarantined, whatever the fuck's going on in your
Everyone's
life.
quarantined, bro, unless you live in South Dakota.
If you got time to fucking go watch shit, the McMillions on HBO is a good fucking documentary. It's 6 parts. It's about how a same group of fucking weirdos fucking scam the Monopoly game. And fucking basically they were
the McDonald's Monopoly game?
McDonald's Monopoly game. And the FBI got wind of it and they did this investigation. So they fucking made a documentary on it. It's pretty good.
Dude, somebody was saying another one. It wasn't that one. They said, if you think Tiger King is crazy, it has nothing on blah, blah, blah. And it was like, fuck. Damn it, I got to find it again. But I'm like, come on, bro, because I don't see memes about any
Poor
of that.
Bob.
You haven't seen none of the Tiger shit yet? Well, yeah, bro. We don't even have. Bobby struggles with internet out there on his ranch.
Yeah. One of these days.
I can't. Bobby, you got to watch fucking Tiger King, dog.
It's fucking crazy, bro.
He's probably pissed. Bobby's pissed for it. I don't know what the fuck.
He probably tuned out after we fucking ruined the whole thing for him.
He's all mad. We didn't ruin nothing, bro. We didn't ruin nothing. Man, I'm on a buffalo.
Man on a buffalo.
Is that the other documentary?
It could be Man on a Buffalo.
I don't know. That just
sounds.
I feel like I've seen Man on a Buffalo before, though.
I don't know, but McMillions isn't bad. I watched another documentary too. I almost fucked that word up, but I watched another one too a while back about fucking this dude that was hella smart, and he basically remembered all the fucking questions to the Price is Right game.
Ah, shit.
And he was just hella smart and remembered every fucking price on the Price is Right. And he fucking knew him to the exact like penny and everything. And he cheated the game and he got caught.
You see that fucking video of the chick like 3 weeks before the fucking Price is Right. And she won a trip to China and they haven't seen her since. It's fucked up, dog. Yeah.
What happened? She got killed or what?
She won a free trip to China, bro. Then all this shit happened. No one's seen her since.
Yeah. I don't blame her. Fucking, she went to China, fucking got the corona. Fucking, dude, that shit bad, bro.
Enrique said that's Bobby's documentary, Man on a Buffalo. Dude, Man on a Buffalo. It was a video, wasn't it? Man on a Buffalo. Like there's a funny ass song to it. Man on a Buffalo.
I can try
to Buffalo. Man on a Buffalo. Something like that, dude.
Man on a Buffalo.
I feel like Bobby, when he introduced me to Reggie Warren in my room on my computer, he also introduced me to Man on a Buffalo. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure. One of them are going to comment soon enough.
So
yeah, Google Man on a Buffalo because it's like a song. He's a man on a buffalo or some shit. I feel like that's like Bobby showed me that during the time of Reggie Warren.
Quickly. Guy on a buffalo official. It is some sort of documentary. Guy on a buffalo. So some sort of documentary. How old is it? I'm not too sure. I just hit it in my YouTube search.
Man on a buffalo. No, it's a guy on a buffalo. Maybe. I don't know.
Man on a buffalo. It says Guy on a Buffalo, episode 2. Yeah, it's some sort of YouTube documentary. Check it out. You fucking pull that up and get yanked off of YouTube.
Dude, what I'd like to see a documentary on, I remember it going down, and it sounds like it was going to be a badass story, but there was those guys out of Texas that kind of were, I think they were out of Texas, but they were buying up all the Bitcoin and selling. Oh, wait, jealous. My ass is stuck fucking watching Frozen 2 over and over again. Fuck me. That fucking sucks, bro.
Yeah, Frozen you need to turn on Tiger King.
Dude, I called Frozen. I was going to see someone Friday night, and I was talking to him, and he was saying he was watching some movie with the animated bull. Oh man, yeah. Sam said that "Guy on a Buffalo" is an edit from a nature show in the 70s. That's where the song comes from. Guy on a buffalo. But fuck, Madagascar. I don't know. Finnegan. Bitcoin. He said he's watched Finnegan. I'm like, I don't know what the fuck Finnegan is. But then I was like, dude, the fucking worst animated movie I've ever watched in my fucking life is Frozen 2. I love Frozen 1. It's a little dramatic for children.
I've never seen Frozen 2.
Frozen 1's sad as fuck. I'm like, you don't see your sister for years. You just start off all crying and shit, and then she's just freezing people. Like, what the fuck is wrong with Disney, bro? You guys are fucking
They've always made fucked up movies, bro.
Dude, they're fucked up. So, but Frozen 1 was legit. Like, I'm like, this is actually a good movie. Frozen 2, bro, I was 40 minutes in. I'm like, fuck this stupid ass movie. I don't know what's going on. They've sang 22 songs, and I don't have a clue what the plot is yet. Frozen 2, it fucking obviously I'm angry, but I'm gonna finish it.
Yeah, the kids really like the songs. That's the thing. They
every song on Frozen 2 sucked. I feel like Frozen 2 was pushed by a musical crew where they're like, look, we're gonna throw in a lot of, all we need is one Let It Be, or what is it? What's the song?
Let it go.
Let it go. All we need is one Let It Go. So let's put like 50 fucking songs in here and see if we can get one of them. And like half the songs sounded like one of them. I'm like, all they did is change the words in an Aladdin song. Like, you know what I mean? I'm like, this beat, this rhythm,
show you the world,
dude. And let's change the words and put it in Frozen 2. Fuck you, rip off motherfuckers. You can't rip your own shit.
It's their shit. They can do whatever the fuck they want, man.
Yeah, but it's just sad. Like, I feel like I'm thinking of this. They released that shit early because fucking Disney knew, bro. They're like, if all the Frozen fans out there have to wait through the quarantine to go see Frozen 2 in theaters, or to go to finally watch it months before they can get it on their TV, and then they watch it, they're going to fucking riot and kill people because it sucks so bad. They're like, just get it out there now. Don't let them wait. Don't let them wait.
Frozen 2, bro.
I'm sorry. I had to get that out. I was fucking pissed, dude. It was really disappointing.
I don't know. I haven't personally seen it. I didn't know it was on Disney Plus yet. I'm a little fucking bored, so I wouldn't even watch it.
Watch 20 minutes, realize that's the rest of the whole movie, a bunch of dumbass songs that you can't understand, and there's no plot.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden a troll pops out and says, oh.
That's
whatever
it.
The fuck they are. Basically,
I don't know, man.
Start singing some shit about an enchanted forest or something.
The cool thing is I don't have any fucking kids yet, so I don't have to watch any crazy like cartoons over and over and over and over. So it's wonderful.
Watch Toy Story 4. That's on Disney Plus.
It is a good movie. I just seen that.
Straight up, bro. I'm glad Woody's getting his piece. You know what I'm saying? Little Bo Peep went out there and went hard, bro.
Yeah,
she got hard as fuck. Crazy that little dog gave me nightmares, and the other little Forky's my shit though, dude. I love Forky. I love Forky. That's a gangster, bro. Like for Halloween, bro, I would be Forky. Like,
he's legit, that's my dude. He's a soldier, bro.
Trash. Like,
you know what's funny is when when Toy Story 4 first came out, I was doing a podcast with Mark and Jesse Cantu, and fucking Isaac called in, and he was distraught at the ending of Toy Story. He was really upset. He went and saw it in theaters. You just inhaled the fuck out of that. I watched you.
Yeah, dude, that shit went deep, bro. I think I'm fucking die.
Oh man, Chad's out for the count, guys.
Oh,
but
fuck.
Yeah, Forky's legit, bro.
Well, dude, I thought when I heard Isaac talk about Toy Story 4, all I remember him saying is, Woody ain't coming back, bro. And I'm like, what the fuck? Yeah. So the whole time I'm like, oh shit, this bitch gonna get him. Yeah, I'm like, fuck. Those fucking ventriloquist dolls were so creepy.
Yeah. Dude,
fucking crazy.
I felt like I was having some crazy dreams after watching that. Like I got stuck in that little antique store. Oh,
bro, man. The Tiger King legitimately gave me crazy dreams. John and Ever were joking that if I was rich and lived on my own and was single, that I'd be fucking like a straight Joe fucking exotic.
What's crazy, Chad, is that people, you're not the only person that told me that Tiger King gave him a crazy ass fucking dream. I had crazy ass dreams after watching it. Man, his friend watched it. She's like, I was having some crazy ass dreams after that. So I don't know what the fuck about Joe Exotic, but there's something going on with that motherfucker. Something I don't like.
Bro, they're fucking just creepy, bro. When you see shit like that, and it's like, this is a true fucking story, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
dude, it seemed too fake. Like, but you find out it's pretty legit real.
I feel like we can get in a lot more live episodes. Like now, our next episode is going to be about Guy on a Buffalo. I can already tell. Everybody keeps dropping little comments. Like,
yeah,
Guy, we're going to watch that.
Well, we finally got you off of The Bachelor in Paradise, and we fucking got you.
Bro, no, I'm fucked. I'm fucked, dog. I finished The Bachelor. Fucking Peter's batshit crazy, bro. All of his bitches, like, they all got to, like, dude, crazy. That shit ended wild as fuck. And then now I'm fucked because The Bachelorette can't film. So there's not going to be a Bachelor in Paradise if no Bachelorette films, bro.
Oh, that's crazy.
It's fucked up.
I mean, this coronavirus is fucking a lot of shit over.
Took away my Bachelor in Paradise, blood.
Didn't take away my bachelor party, I'll tell you that.
No, I didn't, man. The way the one night went, it's probably a damn good thing I wasn't there the night before, because it would have been a whole nother story the second night. If I had a day of partying in me already and my tolerance was up.
Oh God.
Good God.
I only slept a few hours that day. I didn't sleep much, but I fucking felt good. I was ready to go. I paced myself through that.
Like I said, when I walked in the door, you guys were all a lot more like fresh than I thought you'd be. Like I thought I was going to come in to just fucking like bloodshot eyes and fucking distant stares. Like,
yeah, no, we were a little bit better than that.
Yeah, but it was great. It was great.
Oh man, there was another documentary I was just watching with Amanda. We've been getting into these documentaries, dude.
They're fun.
Out there. That's actually what got me going on. You ever seen Blackfish?
No, what's Blackfish?
You've never seen Blackfish?
I've seen Swordfish with John Travolta and Halle Berry, where they show her boobs.
Bro, watch Blackfish. It's the craziest documentary you will ever see in your life. It's all about orcas and killer whales, and that's my favorite animal.
So hold on, Dave. Let's just listen to the words you just said, bro. Watch Blackfish. It's the craziest documentary you've ever seen in your life. You're gonna compare orcas and whales to fucking Tiger Wars.
Oh yeah, bro.
You're telling me it's as crazy as fucking.
Dude, I really like killer whales, man. They're my favorite animal.
That's why it's wild for you. All right, it's wild. Like, okay, I watched Free Willy, bro.
It's a good one.
I cried. I'm gonna tell everybody right now. I cried in that movie.
What's the one besides Free Willy? What's the most recent movie you can remember watching and crying through?
Oh, bro, I cry a lot of movies. I'm sensitive, bro. I get teared up on everything, bro. I'll be like,
Toy Story 3.
Toy Story 3? I haven't watched Toy Story 3 all the way through. What? No, yeah. Where did I cry? What was the most recent movie I cried over?
Hard, huh?
Oh yeah. I feel like they're like a series I cried. I don't know, man.
I don't know. I don't know the last movie I cried on, guys. Enrique says he cried on The Lion King. I believe it,
dude. The new Lion King is out on Disney Plus too. That thing is legit, bro. They made Scar a savage.
Yeah, that movie did look sick as fuck. So dude, I didn't watch it all the way through because I knew how the outcome was.
Well, dude, what ruined it from like Victoria is like so savage with Disney, bro. We watched regular Lion King and then the new Lion King played, and I'm like, I have too good of a memory for that shit. I'm like verbatim. I just watched it, and then I'm like, oh wow, they cut out several sentences there. Oh, they cut out a couple sentences there, and then
that's all you're focusing.
I'll tell you what though, new Lion King was good, but once again, what the fuck? Yeah, change the songs that we all grew up on and loved. Just totally put a different rhythm on it and sing them a different way. That was entertaining.
They did that in Aladdin. Did you see the new Aladdin?
Nah. Oh wait, yes I did. The human one. Smith, I liked it. It was good. Yeah. But they changed the songs in that. Yeah.
They added like 2 or 3 fucking lame ass songs.
They didn't change the originals that much though. Lion King, they're like Hakuna Matata.
Yeah.
Well, I'm like, oh, that's fucking bullshit.
Yeah. I didn't see that part in The Lion King, thankfully, but I'm a fan of those new movies. They look sick. I mean, they look way sicker than the cartoon version of it. You need a little ketchup packet in your hand.
Dude.
Shit, what else we got going on? There ain't no sports going on to predict or talk about. There ain't no fights coming up. Everyone's got coronavirus. Do we know how Tom Hanks is doing?
I don't know. There's been no Tom Hanks update.
I'm gonna find out right now how
that motherfucker's on the island with Wilson right now, bro.
Dude, he can be isolated for sure.
I heard that soccer star that's so famous. He bought his own island and took his family there until this whole thing blows over. Huh?
David Beckham?
No, the amazing soccer player, super talented, jumps 8 feet in the air, hang time. He's active right now and playing. He's Latin, I think. I don't know. Oh my God, come on, bro. The biggest star in the world.
I don't follow soccer, bro. I'm so sorry.
Dude, I don't either, but he is the biggest star in the world.
I'm trying to get the update.
Most famous current soccer player. Boom. Oh, you're trying to get that Tom Hanks update? That's sick. You can share that on the screen.
Yeah. I'm trying to check on our boy Tom Hanks.
Oh my God. Hey,
Jake, they're back in the US. They're back in the US.
The great and powerful Jamie. He works for us part-time too. Thanks, Jamie, for pulling that up.
Tom Hanks and Rita Wilson are back in the United States after coronavirus quarantine.
Quarantine's not over. They need to keep their ass out in the sea or some shit. Did you see what New York did? How they got that Navy ship though? Bobby got out of the Navy at the right time, man, or he'd be fucking going all over taking, you know what I mean? That shit's crazy. Thank you to them.
Yeah.
Well, it's tight what he did. The people with corona stay on land, and anybody that doesn't have all just normal sick people are going on this ship so that they can keep the ship just free.
I'm sorry, Chad.
Cristian Ronaldo. I feel like that's it.
There's been a few people saying that. There's Sam said it too. Cristian Ronaldo.
I think that's it. Yeah, I'm pretty positive. That dude, bro, there's videos of this fool jumping. He jumps higher than fucking people's heads. His feet are in the air and it looks like he's flying, bro. It's fucking insane.
I've never been a big soccer guy.
2 people said you had a Pornhub tab on there. Yeah, you did. Did you?
No, I don't look at porn on this computer. There's no way. I've never.
Whatever, bro. You're beating off before you got on. I knew you looked a little bit out of it. Little tired. Never blow your load before the podcast. Or just wait till after the podcast and jack off, man. Come on. I literally, actually.
How many times have you had to jack off after a podcast to go to sleep?
Bro, a lot. Because I'm not getting late. Victoria's always asleep by the time I go in there. Yeah. You know what I mean? Let me tell you something. Don't wake her rushing up when they're sleeping. It's not going to end well for you.
Yeah, definitely not. What the fuck? You should know that by now. How you guys have been married how long now?
I think this is going to be 7 years.
7 years? Wow, man.
Yeah. We've been 6.5 years. Yeah.
Congratulations. That's fucking
Thank you,
crazy.
brother. Getting stronger every day, bro. Still just fucking.
I remember that wedding, man. I'll tell you what.
I don't.
I really don't remember it, but I remember we had to like put some music stuff together at the last minute. Something went crazy, and me and Bobby pulled it off. We're like, hell yeah.
Oh yeah, you guys were running around just trying to find a cord so that we could plug in the phone because something happened with the DJ equipment. We had no music, and we're going to a reception with 0 music. And then you guys found a cord to make it work with the phone. That was legit. Saved the motherfucking day. And I don't even know if we had our wedding song downloaded. Like,
no, we had to find them on a CD and a couple different ways we had to get it on there, but we made it work, man.
It happened. Then Abe jumped in during our first dance, said, "Get out of the way, fucker, my turn," and tries to hand Victoria $20.
I forgot about him.
Yeah, it's not the money dance, bro. It's our first dance.
Chad, what was his name?
Abe.
Oh,
Abe Smith.
Abe Smith. If you're out there, bro, you're a fucking jackass.
I love that dude, man.
No, I mean it was great, but
he'll call himself a jackass for that.
Yeah. Oh my god,
we were all so fucked up. It just seemed normal. That was like a Tiger King moment. Like it wasn't out of the ordinary. Like,
I remember the way he butted into that.
All right, get out of here, fucker. Like, nah, bro. I'd like to finish my first dance with my wife.
Don't do that.
Like, nah.
Oh man, that was hilarious. I remember one of the first things we did was shotgun a beer.
Bro, yeah. Well, Uncle Ron's the one that got me through my nerves because you guys were all fucking around doing something. So I was up in the thing by myself.
Yeah.
And I wasn't nervous about shit. Then all of a sudden I start putting on my tux to get married and like I got sick to my stomach. I'm like, oh my God. And I'm like, nobody's here. And then Pooh finally comes up with fucking Uncle Ron.
And Uncle Ron, bro.
Yeah.
Uncle Ron and then Pooh.
Like, that's right. You got
in the store.
Yeah, and he brought me up some Fireball. Yeah, that's right. It was you. Yeah, because
Shane,
everybody else is gone. I'm like,
Shane and Uncle Ron were in line at the store, and
put it this way: none of my groomsmen were up there. What the fuck, guys?
I remember once we found out you were there and hiding out. I remember we got Bobby. We were playing some guitar back there.
Yeah,
you're doing some cool shit. It was fun.
It was good. It's wild, dude. There's a bunch of weddings this summer in Elk River. It's turning into like everyone's getting married out there now. Dude, but like they're all postponed for a minute. Like it's gonna be crazy though, dude. I'm like, God damn, bro. I'm just gonna hang out in Elk River for all these weddings and get fucked up. I'm just gonna be in the bar. I'm like, go home tonight. Don't do what I did.
Is that what people do in Elk River? Do they just fucking hang out sometimes and go to weddings and go to events that they just do throughout the town?
I don't know. It's never been a thing. I'm going to be that guy though.
It should be a thing, man.
Yeah. I feel like if there's anywhere that you can easily crash a wedding, it's Elk River.
You should,
because there's only 2 bars.
Yeah. you should have no issues in crashing a wedding in Elk River. People that haven't been there, they just don't understand that. I mean, you can't get lost in this town.
Especially if they have karaoke, bro. I'm just gonna take over the karaoke like I am the wedding singer.
Is that little old lady still doing the karaoke?
Francis, I don't know if she goes there anymore.
She's stern with her microphones. I'll tell you that.
Oh yeah, I told you guys to see
microphones.
Yeah, you guys are lucky she didn't punch you.
Yeah. Oh man, didn't we sing "Dirty Directions" or "Bad Directions"?
Yes.
Oh my.
And that's when she got mad.
Oh yeah.
She is. Yeah. She likes to keep it clean. Well, dude, they're like she doesn't even like people to sing like "Cocaine" by Eric Clapton, and she'll like sing it, but she doesn't say cocaine. She says something else in lieu of it. She just tries to keep it clean, but it's like you're in a bar in Elk River. This is the last place you're gonna be clean.
If you wanna hang out, you gotta take her out. Candy cane,
cocaine, yeah, candy cane, yeah. Hell yeah!
God, that'd be horrible.
Oh shit! You know what I'm gonna do? I ain't done this.
Oh shit! Oh, you're filling up.
Just putting a little wine in there. I'm drinking beer. I had a couple beers. Now I'm gonna drink a little wine. Had a cigar. Just gotta get that buzz right.
Do you mix your beer with your wine?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go back and forth. Yeah.
No. I mean, in the same glass.
Oh hell no.
Oh, I thought that's what you were doing. I thought you were filling up your beer can with some wine.
I'm not. I ain't lived here that long, bro.
Oh man. I've been doing a bunch of work to the studio lately. And every time I do work to the studio, I have to redo everything, like unconnect everything. And I try to come up with all these new fancy ways to put my cords, new ways to run my microphones.
Yeah.
Like that. And it just, I mean, pretty much it stays the same. And then I fuck something up to where it doesn't work right. And I got to change it and figure it out.
I got a cool thing set up. Check this out. I should have had this set up all winter. I have a Wii and that Nintendo with 500 games on that thing.
Oh yeah, I got one of those too. One of those little Nintendos.
Yeah. Whoa. Whoa. Okay, there we go.
One of those little Nintendos, right?
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
And then I'm fucking pumped. I finally, after fucking every battle in the world that I've ever had with the chainsaw, I got my first piece. Watch, I'm gonna show you guys. Hold on one second. I'm fucking so happy.
I have no control over where he's going. What you got right there? Oh, is that for a shot ski? Is that for your sauna?
Yeah,
nice.
That's the first piece.
Dude,
I didn't even fucking. That's out of the logs that I got over there. Huh?
How'd you do that?
With an Alaskan chainsaw mill.
Oh fuck, that's tight.
Hold on.
Holy shit.
Yeah. It's tight on.
That's pretty sick.
Yeah.
That's called a what? Alaskan chainsaw mill?
Yeah.
That's pretty crazy, dude. That is insane. So that came out actually really good, dude.
Well, I mean, and that's a shitty one because your Graham, there you go. But it's I didn't put, you're supposed to put like a runner board, and it's so that you can put your guide on it, ease into the log, and then come off clean.
Yeah.
And like I was like, dude, I was so fucking pissed. So I got like 4 chainsaws here. And the big one, I thought, yeah, finally Chad is on board with it. No, I'm not getting logs out of the river yet, Bobby. This is just logs, dry logs. If you come up though, Bobby, I'll 200% do it with you. I will. Fucking A. We'll fucking rig up something on the fucking pontoon boat. But the fucking, so that big chainsaw was John. So I get the fucking chainsaw mill here, right? I fucking get it bolted on. Fucking get the saw going, bah, 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 fucking smoke. I'm like, what the fuck? I bolted it on the bar too tight so the chain wouldn't spin, so the clutch is seized up. So I'm like, fuck. So I order a new clutch on Amazon, clutch basket. I waited how long, finally got it. Go to put it all on. The fucking clutch has the wrong spindle size, even though it says that model. So I'm like, motherfucker. I put it all back on. Something I did in the middle of it, like I did. I cleaned up the old clutch and scene and then put it back on and all works. So I'm like, fucking right on, dude. So I mixed some fucking fuel, filled it up, get it going, smoking like a motherfucker. And then I realized, fuck, dude, it was already mixed gas. And then I thought that the can had clean gas. It had mixed gas and I mixed more. So I'm like, all right. So I was fucking pissed. So we're working. I fucking finally, I dump all the fuel out. I get new fuel in. I go to cut a piece of the wood for the fire. The fucking chain is done, like dead. So, cause that was John's saw and he cut through fucking everything with it. Rocks, chains. Then he tried to sharpen it. So it's super fucked up. So I go get a new chain. I fucking I put the fucking chain on. I bolt the fucking chainsaw mill in to make sure it's running right.
By this point?
Now the fucking saw does not it wouldn't fucking run. I couldn't get it to run. So I'm fucking pissed, dude. I keep trying to start it with the mill on there. I'm going fucking crazy. I can't get it to fucking run. Finally, the fucker runs, and I'm like, I'm just gonna go under the board. I'm getting something out of this motherfucker. I hit the log. I'm like, what the fuck? I fucking put the brand new chain on backwards. So now I gotta take the chainsaw mill off. Flip the fucking chain. I can't get the fucker started again. So I found out for some reason with his saw, because he's got the bigger saw. You need a bigger like saw to run it as a mill.
Yeah.
And so it's got a fucked up choke thing that I got the choke working where it'll run. Like for some reason, it's just crazy. But anyway, I got it running. And I'm like, at this point, I'm not about to fucking set up a stand and set up a runner board. I'm like, I told Victoria, I said, my only thing today is I'm getting a fucking chunk of wood out of one of those logs. I've waited months to get. I was like, and then I knew we were going to my mom's for spaghetti. And I was laughing because I'm like, yo, if we get back early, I'm probably going to go out there, try to cut a couple boards. Maybe Dave wants to do a podcast. You know what I'm saying? And then I'm like, so she's like, after we get back from your mom's, you're going to do that. And I'm like, I guess you got a point. After I get back from my mom's and eat hella spaghetti and shit, like I'm going to feel, like I'm going to get that all done. I'm like, all right. So I was like, fuck it. So I knew my only chance this afternoon, and I fucking got that board and I ran it. But I seen why you want a runner board, not just for getting on and off clean, but as you're cutting down the log, you can kind of go like this. So you can make your board crooked. So you need that flat surface to run that guide on and come off. Because when you come in, you can like kind of dip and then you can wiggle. And then when you come off, that front guide will fall and you can like make that back part thicker. But anyway, that's my explanation there. But anyway, I'm about to have this motherfucker. I'm about to be bringing 2-stroke in the shop all fucking day, motherfucker. I'm going to come out and fucking spitting fire.
Dude, you've been working on that fucking sauna for a while now. It's looking fucking tight. It's just done lately. You're throwing up fucking.
I got the bantams on. I got 2 sets of sheathing on there, dude. And I've made like little ramps and shit for axles. But so I got the felt. I'm about to go get some OSB to get the roof like dried in. And then I got my dad's. I went to Elk River and I got the shrink wrap gun for the plastic that we use for like the Wapiti wigwam.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm about to just fucking. That's what we call it, the Wapiti wigwam, the elk tin. Okay. Bobby knows what I'm talking about. All right. Bobby enjoyed the Wapiti wigwam. Everybody, you know what I'm saying?
Try to say that. Wapiti wigwam.
Wapiti wigwam. Oh my God. This is WAPATI WIGWAM.
I'm sorry. I have to be
the only person in the world that doesn't
know what that is.
No, my dad came up with that name, bro. That ain't even original. I'm just regurgitating it. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna fucking get it all sheathed, get it all fucking like get the felt on, the building paper on the outside, and then I'm gonna shrink wrap it in plastic so that gives me a ton of time for the outside, and at least basically what it does is mean like I can take a lot longer because I did a job for a guy up in the mountains out of Santa. And he's like, yo, I want you to meet my neighbor, John. And these are 2 old timers, dude. And fucking this dude is fucking badass. And he's like, we're just talking. He's like, come check out my house. Maybe I'm going to do some granny. So we drive like way further back into the mountains. And he's talking about being a logger and shit. Finally, I'm like, what'd you do? Were you a sawyer or whatever? He's like, oh, I own a company. Dude, if you own a fucking logging company, turns out this motherfucker's like, he's just some old logger, bro, in the mountains.
Yeah.
Hella money. So we go to the spot, though, dude. Crazy, bro. He makes all this. He takes all the old wood and he's got to specially select it because it's got to grow the knots certain ways. He makes all this furniture, bar stools.
Oh, wow.
He has a sick ass rocking chair, dog, out of elk antlers. The half of the top of each antler are the arms. And then the base bottoms are actually the supports. So all that's wood is the rockers, the part you sit on, and the back. The rest is all antlers, and everybody's like, everybody wants them. He's like, but you got to have the purpose of antlers. He's like, you can't just because I'm like, how the fuck did you get this work? People can't even balance chairs,
Yeah.
So anyway, he's coaching me through all that, showing me his travel room, showing all the shit, and then he's like, all right, shows me his reloading room, and then he's like, oh, well, here, come check out the barn real quick. Well, dude, when we're driving in, I see a giant sawmill. He's like, oh yeah. Dude shows us all the lumber he makes with his sawmill, and he builds all these giant tables and the furnitures. And I'm looking at his work, and I'm like, "How do you do this?" I'm like, "Do you sandblast this?" Like,
how old is this guy? Is he like?
He's late probably 70s. Actually, he's probably 70s. And dude, he's badass. He's got like 80, late 80s, old like Ford F-350s. That are white, like logging trucks, but they're pristine, bro. Yeah. Like John's in there losing his fucking mind. Like this dude's got like all these old rigs and then all this lumber that he milled and then all the new furniture shit that he's working on. And I'm like, how the fuck do you do? And I'm like, I told him we were making a joke. I'm like, oh, I was looking for a shortcut. He's like, no, I just sand it by hand. Dog. That's the most patience I've ever heard of in my life. If you've seen what the fuck we were looking at, like you do all this by hand.
Anything by hand sucks, bro.
Dude, I mean, it's crazy. But I mean, that's the only way you could have this shit detailed the way he did it, you know? And then I was joking with him, like, hey, I'm just going to show up with a trailer full of wood and maybe you can show me how to run that sawmill. He's like, anytime. And then we're talking about doing his kitchen. He's like, hey, I'm probably gonna sell that sawmill. And I'm like, you dirty old fucker, you're gonna try to trade me the sawmill for the granite? I'm gonna do it.
Yep.
Because I'm like, fuck, dude, like I might be broke.
He had that planned out. Hey, well, like, I might want to do some work. Let's come over. Come check this out.
Well, I didn't even know he had a sawmill then. He just probably but he was
the excitement in your
dude. Eye. He was super fucking bro, and there was elk and deer all over his property. I was like, this is the most animals that I've seen in a long, dude, all over. It was fucking nuts, dude.
Don't most of the loggers and people, the logging scares away the elk, right? I mean, in a lot of areas, no?
Dude, it's like, it's not the logging necessarily. Like, well, when they get it cleared out, like it depends on how heavy it is, but a lot of the animals used to just go like it would rotate. As a logging, the animals rotate. But like this year, that last day of season, all the elk that I got into that last day was 200 yards from Sawyer's falling trees and skids pulling the trees out, like straight up right by the logging operation. But
holy shit.
I think our area just got hit so heavy, and then the roads and all the poker runs and the ATV riders all year long. That kind of pushed a lot of the animal with wolves, with an insane wolf population. Yeah. So I can only speak of that area. That's all I know of. But I mean, I'm sure it's different everywhere. But like the only elk that I got bugling and going insanely crazy was 200 fucking yards. Chad, we need this sawmill. Do what you gotta do. I'm telling you, bro, we do. And I've showed Bobby. So, I've showed several people that fucking, I think it was Everett or whatever. Bobby sent me some photos of this fucking all this lumber, like walnut natural tops and shit from this fucking like lumber warehouse out there. Keep wanting to go out there, but yeah, I can't wait to get a sawmill. But that's my thing, dude. Like the sauna thing is like I'm taking my time. I do, I'll do a little bit every week now. Like I used to just like I'd work 20 hour a day and get it all done, or like that's the only way I would do anything. Is like I'm not working on it unless I got fucking 12 hours.
Yeah.
And then shit would wait forever. And then maybe I finish it in 2 days. But like this, I'm just doing a little bit as I can do it. And money wise, it's nice. Like, you know what I mean? Cause I'm like, I'm just spending $50 here and there every grate so often, and the cedar would cost me a few grand, like easy. But to me, like part of this sauna to me is spiritual, like insanely, like the way I built it from the blocks, it's a true north, south, east, and west on my layout. I have cornerstone.
I've been noticing some crazy spirituality going on with you lately, Chad. I've been seeing you like a little bit more enlightened, and I don't know, man. You've been saying different things. Like when we were in Vegas, you said a couple things, and like I don't know, man. Maybe becoming a pastor has really changed you. But
yeah, I'm sure that's what it is.
Something's been going on, man.
It's going on. Yeah, but and I just share it more. But so like that thing for me is like there's no electricity in it. There won't be any. Like that cedar's all from the mountains here. It's going to be my blood and sweat into that.
That's
like every bit of it. Axel plays in it. So like by the time that thing is like 100% done, like I'll know everything that was into it. And like for me to go in there and sweat and burn the wood from the mountains here and like candlelight in there. I'm not gonna lie, I probably will have a couple push button things, like little battery things. I'll probably throw a couple of those in there. You know what I'm saying? Make it easy. I don't want to always have to light a candle, but so we'll see. But that's what that's what like that's gonna be for me. Like it's gonna be my little sanctuary, bro. And like I'm gonna take myself into deep places in that motherfucker, bro.
And you better come out with some amazing songs, I'll tell you that.
Oh, dude, I'm like, yeah, like yeah. I was playing guitar again the other night, and it's fun. But that's what, it's just like that's my thing, bro. And then like this little corner in here, like my shop, like I guess like transition for me is learning to go from like we all have these great dreams and aspirations, right? And like you see this giant thing. And sometimes we build it up so grand thinking about it, because every time you think about it, you just detail it a little more, right? And you add a little bit more to it. And in reality, if you haven't began even the foundation of it, then you're kind of like falsely constructing this thing that does become unobtainable because you built it so high. That makes complete sense. Yeah, you haven't even started climbing the stairs yet, and you think that you're gonna do the skyscraper. So I'm trying to teach myself to just lay the groundwork, and like, yeah, one day it can get there. So like, how can I just kind of start? And that's like the little podcast corner. Like it kind of has turned into a little studio corner. Yeah. Nothing like I wanted, dude. Like nothing at all. Like even the decorations, like I love them. And that was like my ADD for 20 minutes, bro. Of just fucking random shit getting thrown up hella fast. And I like it. I'm like, now I'm like, fuck, dude, I guess I didn't need to do extravagant cherry wood panel. I was like, I had all this vision in my head, and now like I wanted to do my big loft in here, which I can, but I'm like, I'm going to build it a lot simpler first. And then let it come into fruition, and then somewhere down the road I can reconstruct it into the if I ever even want to. Yeah. Because the truth is like
it the way it is. You don't know.
Yeah, I probably am going to, because that's what with tons of projects, as far as they relate to a hobby, not an actual like need.
Yeah.
As soon as they become as soon as you can use it, progress stops. It's like it's functional. I don't need all this extravagant stuff around it. So that's what I want to make. Like here, I'm just going to do like a deck right above where I am, and have that like my studio up there, and right here where I'm sitting will just be my little workout corner. And then that still leaves me like hell to shop for working on trucks, doing the sawmill, doing whatever, all the other shit in here. But like this little corner's, like that's what I'm thinking.
Anyway. That's your spot, man. I was set up in the little corner back here in the garage. And sorry to clear my throat like that. But I was set up in the corner, and I wanted to start expanding some shit. And I know I needed to move all my shelves from this side of the wall to the back. And dude, for some reason, I would never want to even start that. I was just like, oh, it sounds like a lot of work. Knowing I could finish it in a day, I still delayed it so many times, just mentally, And
it's paralysis by analysis.
Exactly. We talk about it a lot. And I finally moved all the shit, and then I put the curtain up, and I mean, I'm slowly adding little elements to the studio and little things like that to accommodate not only the podcast, but accommodate my own music, to where I can easily access my amps and my guitars, and everything's like kind of like a feng shui type thing.
Well, yeah, it is fun, like, because that's what I think of, like, like I have such a good energy in the shop because it fucking makes me laugh, like fucking generator, holster, wood stove, quad, mountain bike, saw, cedar, Christmas tree, broke down washing machine, broke down lawnmower, sleeping bag, jiu-jitsu mat, Wii, TV, fucking shields. Like that's like, so that's my feng shui is like this fun. Like it's fun to be surrounded by things that you like, whether they're organized or in anything like, and if, with studios or podcasts or music, like you hear people talk about the magic of different studios, these famous recording artists that go into these studios, dude. And they're just like the magic, we talk about Mo Kill. I was like possessed by these musical spirits and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's because what we seen around us, regardless of the spiritual thing, what you're seeing around you, like, and when you like it, it makes it fun. Like it's just cool, man. That's
it's true though. I mean, there's a certain ambiance and a certain thing you want to surround yourself with, especially when you're doing something like a podcast. You know, you don't want to be like in a dirty ass room or messy room, or you know, you see your garage and it's just fucking a disarray. Like you don't even know what's what. Like you can spot out a Christmas tree and a fucking saw and this and that. But I'm saying, there's a certain atmosphere you need to set the pace for. And, it really makes a huge difference when I try to do like recordings and stuff in the house where there's better lighting and better internet and things like that. It's not the fucking same.
See, maybe you should talk to Victoria, because then she'll understand, like, look, Victoria, Chad keeps his shop unorganized so that the podcast can just go anywhere at any moment. If the shop was organized, he'd be too structured and the conversation would lack interest and be boring. I just went and grabbed a random piece of siding and a chainsaw mill to show you. Like,
you were just talking about fucking Victoria and how fucking mean she can be to you, and fucking
she ain't mean to me at all. That woman was a
I think I'm gonna tell her name, bro. She's scary. I've seen her give you some fucking looks, bro. Oh, if looks could kill, I'll tell you that.
Oh yeah, if looks could kill, I'd have been dead a long time ago.
Yeah,
but they don't.
Oh man. So this is my idea for all the fans out there. So everyone's been doing these live videos, these challenges. I'm trying to organize Camp 43 for everybody out there to do a live concert online.
Do you think it would be like a delayed, like for the music, or does it work?
I mean, we're having a pretty good conversation without the delay.
But but in music, a split second, it'd be worth trying. I'm down, dude. I think it'd be fun as fuck if we could truly do a virtual jam, dude. I'll fucking, dude. I can get some mushrooms. Fucking,
you gotta connect up with them, huh?
Watch you guys. You and Bobby are gonna be like jamming. I'm gonna be like.
There's a nasty rumor going around that fucking somebody might have did mushrooms at my bachelor party. I don't fucking know who. I just have my suspicion.
Oh, I fucking 2 people were. What the fuck, man?
You just pulled your microphone apart.
I think I'm over the limit.
Yeah.
There we go.
So let me ask you this, Chad, with all this coronavirus stuff going on, how are people, like, do you think those cops that were arresting John Jones like asked him if he had coronavirus or anything like that? Because they really just pulled him out of the car and arrested the fuck out of him.
I don't think that, like, one, the cops are out there so much that everyone that's getting exposed, like, I don't know, dude. I don't think. I mean, to be honest, it's like
of the sickness. But like, do you think they're fucking tripping about it?
I don't think they're worried about it. I think that if you're a cop and you got to be out there that much, like encountering a bunch of strangers, that you need to stay away from old people. I don't think, like,
Chad, I was really just trying to segue into John Jones getting fucking arrested again.
Oh.
Can you really?
Why did you just say what the fuck happened with John Jones getting arrested again? Why you gotta set it up with some kind of corona shit, bro? I told you I'm fucking unorganized. I will go down any fucking road, man. I was addressing the question.
No, I'm just fuck all that. But I mean, fucking John Jones, man, arrested again.
Oh, I get it. You're making a joke about him being out of it. Like, what is wrong with you? Do you got the Rona?
Yeah,
I get it. I'm sorry. I ruined it.
I
ruined it. I'm sorry, guys.
It's okay, Chad. It's right.
I was gonna get riled up, bro.
What's the deal, though? Do you think John's fucking just?
I think John Jones is just fucking dude. I think he told the truth. He got stir crazy. He's fucking drinking, went out, fucking having fun, and just got caught. That's it.
What was he doing with the gun? I don't know.
That motherfucker always has guns. Watch his Instagram. That fool is fucking. He lives in Arizona. Who doesn't have a gun?
Isn't it New Mexico?
Yeah. I forgot about that. I was thinking of Arizona this whole time. It is Albuquerque, New Mexico. Probably the same thing. I'm pretty sure everybody there has guns too.
It's all the same.
It's like, dude, big fucking deal. He had a gun. Like, he didn't shoot nobody, didn't threaten nobody. That's just media, like, blowing it out of proportion because they're reporting from somewhere like fucking LA.
What was the
bunch
official
of goddamn bitch ass fucking reporters, huh?
What did he do with the gun? Why did he get that sort of?
Well, I mean, he was drinking and negligence with a firearm. So, like, if you're drinking and like, basically, dude, the cops know him and just stuck him with every charge. Like, if you're drunk and you're carrying a gun, it's negligence with a firearm. You cannot drink and have a firearm on you, like, legally or not. Like, it doesn't matter if you're in a car. No, that makes like if you were hunting drunk, negligence with a firearm.
Yeah, like, absolutely.
So it's not really like that
around or threaten nobody or
people are just twisting it hella, dude. I think the dude always has guns on him 100% of the time, like most fucking people that I know, at least. And
I carry a gun on me often.
Yeah, he's drunk.
Not when I'm drunk, but I mean, definitely when I'm sober.
Yeah,
whatever, you know. I mean, it's a little different out there in Albuquerque, I'm sure, but I mean, whatever. Yeah. I honestly, I think that those cops in Albuquerque know every time they arrest John Jones, they're gonna make the fucking news or they're gonna get some sort of publicity over it. Well, and I think it's starting to become a target now. Well, I don't think he's innocent again.
I don't think he's a target. I think that, like, all we know about is what the media found out about. And according to stories and different people that used to train with him, there was a ton of shit that happened that they kept that didn't get out.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, he's just like kind of like he's just a, you know, he's just fucking a rich, he's just young, he's a young fucking champion of the world going out being stupid in badass cars. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you're not just like a normal fucking Thank you for sharing that, J-Dub Moneymaker.
Yeah. The thing about John is, I see you throw John Jones in Florida, you put him in
you throw him in Florida, he never gets arrested because they're like, you're the most sane guy here.
That's what I'm saying, bro. He has no tigers in his backyard, or maybe he does. I don't know. It's John Jones.
Maybe it's John Jones that needs to take care of Carol Baskin, bro. Get that John Jones on her. Bones Jones, bro.
You're the 83-inch reach.
Yeah. Killing the game, bro. Long dick that bitch and then fucking strangle her.
I don't know if we could say this live, Chad. You're gonna have to edit down some of your sayings. Everything.
I feel like I've been letting loose a little more each podcast. Like, you know what it is too? It's like,
and how long you haven't talked.
It's working with it. No, it's not just that. It's that I'm getting fed up with biting my fucking tongue. But like, and I every day, like, working with John, and we'll go on a drive, and he loves to bait me. He loves to get me. He'll start just saying,
"Get you riled up."
He does, and I'll fucking go off, and then, like, I'll joke, I'll be like, "Yeah, something come up on the podcast, but I was biting my tongue." He's like, "You need to just say how you feel, Chad. You need to just let it out." And I'm like,
back in the day, bro, something about when you were hanging out with Daniel all the time, and you and Daniel were always fucking talking and bullshitting. Fucking Daniel would like urge you on to do shit, bro. Something about those Rugas, they could get some.
Bro, the Rugas love to get me fired up. Like, they just know how to, like, it's hilarious to them for me to get fucking crazy, motherfuckers.
It's pretty entertaining,
and it's so easy for them. Like, yeah, I don't know. God damn it.
Yeah, I mean,
he'll get me going, and I'll be like, fuck, like, and then, like, I'll know. But at that point, the boiling, it's just I'm boiling over the pot. People are blowing on my noodle foam, but it just keeps going, you know.
Yeah, and halfway through your ranch, you're sitting there like, fuck, I didn't want to get into this,
but I mean, it's so fucking. I'm like, what, you little bitch, Chad? You gonna shut up? What, you scared? Oh man. Just throw a disclaimer on the bottom. That's it, bro.
Yeah,
it's been there.
We're fine.
This is all false.
Yeah, our whole podcast is a disclaimer. I mean, it's really
that's it.
Congratulations to our boy though, Dave Lawson, a former guest on this podcast. Him and his wife are celebrating their 5-year anniversary at their gym in Florida, Dark Wolf MMA. That's a huge accomplishment, especially if you're ever been involved in a gym. gyms aren't something that are very successful because there's a lot of them. It's very hard for gym owners to stay fresh and new, and congratulations to them for making it 5 years and plenty more. I know they're great gym owners, and they're going to continue to serve their students with an awesome training experience. Not only that, their son was just awarded his black belt from Cesar Gracie, or just given his black belt from Cesar Gracie.
Oh, shit.
So congratulations, Christian, on getting your black belt. It's a huge accomplishment. Now it's mom, dad, and the son all have their black belts. So that's pretty legit.
That's badass.
Pretty badass family, huh?
Yeah.
I tried to get Amanda to do a little bit of like jujitsu with me because I've been going crazy, and she won't even fucking get close. She won't fuck with it at all. She won't fuck with it at all.
You know what, Dave? I was just thinking about something.
What's that?
When I'm running for politics, and I'm like running for mayor, I feel like, you know what? I feel like I want you to be my campaign manager, man.
I would be a hell of a...
I feel like you're the guy.
If anyone just blasts themselves in front of me, just...
Oh,
bro.
Nah, I won't. If anybody kills themselves because of me, they probably deserve to. The world's a better place. Like, I don't feel like I'm gonna get anybody to kill themselves that should be here. You know,
sounds crazy, man.
Dude, that shit was insane. That poor kid, dude. Oh my god, that shit was crazy. Don't do that in my campaign management trial. That's just fucked up, bro. Like, yeah. Oh, man.
You know what got me is when they fucking hop off the quads, you know, and it reminded me of like when we were going to the backwater, stopping every few minutes, and they hopped off the quads and they just kissed, and I was like, what the fuck is going on? And he like tries to look away. The poor kid tries to like, oh, like, no,
he's like, oh shit, he's gonna make me kiss him. Like, oh fuck, yep, god damn it. But dude, like the whole thing is that kid, like, bro, he did good in those photos. In the photos, they look like they were in love. He did really like
they were all shirtless and cowboy hats and shit.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Yeah. It looked real. It looked like some passion. It didn't look like a straight kid trapped with meth. You know?
I love how they saved it to the end when fucking homeboy, whatever his name was, Joshua or something, and he's sitting there without his fucking teeth in his mouth. And he goes, I ain't gay.
Yeah.
They used to just do a lot of
like,
meth.
What the fuck?
Like, dude, that's the spoiler. We could see that he did a lot of fucking meth.
Yeah, no shit. And dude, well, the crazy thing when Joe started singing at dude's funeral, talked about his balls. Oh my god,
yes.
And then started singing at the funeral.
That was the best performance I've ever seen at a funeral in my fucking life.
That shit was fucking bananas, bro. I was like,
color.
Yeah. There's fucking Bobby giving my eulogy. He's like, if I know Chad, one, he liked his nutsack. He'd grab it a lot. He used to keep it in these tight jeans and sit on the freezer. I know you guys all know what I'm talking about. He used to just act like he wasn't doing it on purpose. And if anything, I know that Chad right now would say, Bobby, here's your time. This is the moment. I said you sung this song at the wrong time every time, but this is your moment, Bobby. And Chad is looking down on me right now, asking me to sing this song while you guys enjoy some beautiful Calvers Rivers Farm beef, grass-fed, organic, while you guys eat your steaks. I'd like to sing to you guys. Seen it in color. This one's for you, Chad.
Oh my god, Chad.
I'd be looking down like, fuck yeah, Bobby, you nailed it, bro. I'm gonna say it right now.
About his boyfriend's nutsack at his fucking eulogy. His mom's sitting right there crying her fucking eyes out.
And everybody's like, he wasn't gay.
And then 3 months later, he's sucking someone else's dick.
Yeah, that's what's crazy. They made it seem like it was years.
Mm-hmm.
And then they're like, 3 months later, getting married to another boy.
They showed the fucking kid, and when they went on their date, he didn't have fucking long hair. And then they showed him in the next clip, and he's got this fucking long hair. So I was like, oh, it had to have been a couple years to grow that fucking hair out.
Dude, when you're just hitting puberty, your hair grows fast.
What do you think is wrong with that little motherfucker to want to butt fuck Joe Exotic?
I lived in Oklahoma. I don't know, bro. Like,
very much ass in Oklahoma, huh?
I don't know, man. I feel like there's probably like, you know what I feel like Oklahoma? I feel like there's like some badass women down there, bro. But they just like are gonna marry anybody with money, like just trying to get the fuck out of there, bro. Like, I feel like, dude. I feel like you grow up in that town, you see one tornado, you will do anything to get the fuck away from a tornado. That's there is no way. Like, I swear to God, like there is no fucking way I am living anywhere with consistent tornadoes.
Yeah. And it's not even fucking, it's not even a nice place. It's not even like you got beautiful beaches or fucking badass snow to fucking go to. It's fucking just dirt.
It's ideal flat ground that's perfect for moving tornadoes.
Yeah. Nothing fucking out there.
It's fucking crazy, bro. I don't know. I'd like to go though. Hey, like I want to go to every state, man.
I had an open.
I was thinking about the other day. I was like, after seeing this documentary, I was like, you know what's tight? I know somebody lives in Oklahoma. You know what I mean? I'm gonna go. I like sometime I'm gonna go out and see Anthony. Hey, dude, we're bidding on. I'm fucking pumped. I just bid on a job in Rifle, Colorado, that we might negotiating on it right now, but it would be in
like Rifle, Colorado.
About 100 miles west of Denver.
Okay.
So, dude, we'd go out there. It's 956 miles from where we are. So it's like the same thing as driving to Stockton.
Yeah.
Basically.
Same distance.
Yeah. And, but yeah, we'd go out there. It'd be like fucking April, dude. I'm looking forward to that so much. Like, I've never been to Colorado, but it's like, go down there, fucking.
Hell yeah.
Just take a trailer, bro, camp out, fucking get the job done.
I've never been to Colorado. I've heard it's fucking pretty nice there.
Well, yeah. Well, I'm looking at that. Like, that's what I keep, like, basically as I get involved with these different larger contractors and family homes and shit for installs. Mm-hmm. But that's what I'm like, fuck, dude. Like, all the capital cities that do this stuff, like, we still might get Tempe, Arizona. And then there was Ann Arbor, Michigan. And but they were like, we were going through a bunch of shit before the bidding list. So I'm still on a list for like contingency labor. But that's what I'm kind of like trying to space out, dude. So like, you know, I know like everywhere that does those multifamily homes, dude, I got a chance to go down there and install some stone and check a new part of the world out and make money, bro.
That's pretty cool. Yeah. That's amazing. You know, business owners like getting to fucking travel and do things like that. I mean, there's some stress involved. There's little things you got to worry about, this, that, and the other, but it's a good experience for you. You know, for future jobs and also just for life in general, seeing a different way of living, seeing a different side of the picture.
Dude, I like traveling and shit. Like, I like that part of it. Like, I got to see a lot of the world by working in different places. Not a lot of the world, a lot of, you know, North America. I mean, but yeah,
Canada and places like that, you know,
yeah,
Seattle,
just a bunch of,
were there for a long time, and Boston and all these different pretty cool locations. I mean, you haven't been, I mean, maybe you have, maybe I'm just talking out my ass, but I feel like you haven't been stuck in like fucking, you know,
nowhere for very long.
Whole spot, you know.
I got flown to Cancun for free last year.
I mean, all the places you've been have been fucking sick. Boston. I don't
know how the fuck I don't know what this mouth, like, I ain't sucking no dick to get this shit. I swear to God, bro.
You ain't going Joe Exotic on nobody.
I ain't going Joe Exotic on no motherfuckers, bro. I'm Chad Domestic. Like,
Chad Domestic.
You know what I mean?
Chad Domestic. Oh man. Hey, everybody, don't forget to like our Instagram page. We haven't been posting too much on that. We're going to try to stay a little bit more active, keep you guys on what's going on, especially during quarantine. We're going to get some live streams on guitar, going for all of our fans out there who haven't heard us play in a while. We're also available on YouTube. If you go to YouTube, type in Center in the Saint podcast, will come up. Subscribe to our page. We're getting more videos, more content up for you guys. Also, we're always available on Facebook and all of that social network. You could find us at Center Saint 209.
And since shit's going on, and then fucking, so we know we got to watch Guy on a Buffalo. So anything else that we need to watch, just fucking shoot us a fucking message.
Oh yeah, we may get in trouble for it, but we can pull up some clips and shit like that and discuss those fucking certain clips.
I feel like we got to have over 20 subscribers before we get in trouble.
You'd be surprised. YouTube's pretty tough.
They're quick, bro. My shit gets muted all the time.
Yeah,
like when I post stuff. But no, I'm dude.
I posted a video on YouTube with 10 seconds of a song, and they pulled the whole video over it.
Bro, I had one of them. I had CCR like super low, not like how I normally do, super low in the background, and it like muted the whole video. And then like I've had other ones where I'm singing the like, obviously I sing it perfect, so you think they boom mute it right off the bat. You know what I mean? They're as soon as they hear my voice, they're like, "Oh, that's original." But you know, music blasting, no mute. But I don't know, it is what it is.
Absolutely.
Yeah, man. I'm trying to, dude, Vegas fucked me up. I was working out every morning for 3 weeks. Went to Vegas, come back. I've worked out once. I went to the gym and got beat up by Austin. It was just me and him.
Yeah.
Dude, I worked out. We like his dad just had us do drills and
man, I watched that fight. I watched that fight that you posted of him in Abu Dhabi. He fought fucking, dude, that fool is a warrior.
Dude, Austin's dude.
He is a fucking warrior.
He is, dude, and he's like
right there, man. He's got a lot of fucking talent, man.
And if he just like was able to truly like, he's still like not able to like fully be himself in the cage. Like he's truly good, dude. Like he's gonna make it. Like I think he's young enough and like he's going through the experience. It's just a matter of him just crossing that hump with his skills to really let it go.
Yeah,
and he's gonna, dude. He's good. He's good, dude.
Yeah, he's
like
you know. We're gonna be talking and we're gonna be predicting fights for him in the future on future UFC cards and things like that. He's definitely
he's tuned in. He's dedicated, and dude, like sparring with a lot of people that were in the UFC. People, and I'm like, dude, this fucking UFC, dude. Right? Yeah, right? And then he got fights. And he dropped. You know, he dropped a couple decisions, and I mean, but. Dude, I mean, like he could have won every one of those fights that he lost straight up, dude, like easily. Tough, and
I mean, you think of even the best. Sorry to cut you off, Chad. Keep that train of thought. But even the best, like Nick Diaz, he lost a few fights, didn't work out, went to Strikeforce for a while, made a name for himself, came back. Things like that happen all the time to fighters.
I mean, to be honest, look at Nate. Yeah, he just fell out of the scene for a long time, then boom, come right back hard as fuck, you know. So
and he's made more money now than he ever has in his career. I'm sure.
I really think, and I think with everything going on, I'll probably get Austin in here. Yeah, but I don't think that would be too bad at all. Because like I'm gonna try to start doing privates with him and stuff. So
even with things not going on, we can still send a link and get him on any of our live streams and stuff like that from wherever he feels comfortable. We got many different resources, different avenues, Skypes. All kinds of accounts we can help him out with. I was gonna say something, I forgot. Looking on the cigar, and you know, fucking shit starts to change. Oh, that's what I was gonna tell everybody. Don't forget to go to retrograppler.com. Check out all of his new designs. This guy, he's literally making new designs all the time.
It's fucking cool, man.
He makes all of his own artwork, and I think it's sick, man. He's got a real talent for it, and plus his rash guards are super good quality. I've worn mine a few times, handful of times in jiu-jitsu. I'm not a big rash guard guy, but every time I've worn it, it's kept me warm. It's kept my body temperature not too hot. Because I feel like
and it's like the bands, the waistband and the wristbands are fucking nice.
Yeah, like, they're good quality. They're not going to fall apart on you. That's the good thing about them is they're definitely good quality. So go check him out. He's on Instagram as well, retrograppler.com. And don't forget, always try some more Monroy's original hot sauce. That stuff is amazing. We talked about it.
It's good.
Before the show started. It's really good. Oh. Is that a fart?
You can hear that? Oh shit! No, I stepped on a whoopee cushion.
We're gonna put together a best of episode of just your farts, all the way from episode 1 to now, and see what we can get.
There's a lot of farts.
There's quite a lot.
Fuck, dude.
Oh man.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. So they're saying Tony Khabib's still on the 19th. Huh? Is that the last thing you've heard?
I think it's the 18th, but yeah, whatever the date was, they're saying it's still on. They have not like denounced that fight. I don't think he's going to. I think if that fight doesn't happen, it doesn't happen like the week of, because they'll probably they're not going to cut weight if they don't have a set location. Like I feel like
I think
he is going to wait as long as he can. Well, that's what I'm saying. Like I feel like, but like the trainers and the fighters themselves, if come Monday of fight week, you don't have a location, they're out. Like, because I mean, you got to acclimate wherever you're going or whatever you're doing, unless it's on a ship.
Where do you think they do it? For everybody. I mean, it's got to make sense for everybody.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to do it on a boat just because you can't predict the waters. Like, what if it's rough water? But I don't know how that works either. I'm ignorant. Like, I don't know if you can go out far enough to where there is no rough water. I don't know how that works, but I think that they're going to probably find somewhere in like the center of America that's not as crazy, like a South Dakota somewhere. They're going to do it on a reservation. I feel like it's going to be an Indian reservation in like somewhere very central, like in the center of the United States, like I say, like that South Dakota kind of, but you got Denver right there. So just somewhere where there's like no cases, Indian reservation, like not much government, and they can just be left alone. I feel like that's what he's going to try to lock in.
That's probably going to be the only fight, huh?
What the last we heard is that he was trying to stack the fuck out of the card. Like he's trying to get a bunch of people to say yes to it. And that's what I don't know. I feel like there's definitely a bunch of fighters waiting right now because so many cards haven't went through that.
WrestleMania is being filmed in front of nobody. They had 70 to 80,000 tickets sold for Miami for Wrestle fucking Mania. And now they're going to do it in fucking their performance center, that basically their gym in fucking,
where they practice.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Florida, in front of nobody. Not only that, bro, 3 of the wrestlers refused to fucking show up.
Well, I mean, especially with wrestling, like you gotta have a crowd. Like that's crazy.
Yeah, but I mean, that's their biggest fucking dude. They save up all year for WrestleMania. Like every fucking promotion, everything's towards WrestleMania. And now their WrestleMania that they sell 90 fucking. I think the record's like 93,000 tickets they sold at WrestleMania 3. Okay, now they average around 70 to 80,000 average every year at WrestleMania.
That's insane.
So. I don't know. I don't see this fight really going down. I pray to God it does. I pray to the fight gods up there fucking that cursed Chuck Liddell with a bad chin at the end of his career. That fucking ran over Matt Hughes on the train tracks and fucking nowhere.
Don't those get so nasty dark,
fight those fight gods up there that fucking hate us. I pray to you guys that you just let this one be.
That made fucking Israel Adesanya versus fucking Yoel Romero so fucking boring.
Oh, man. Sorry, Chad. Sorry to go there. But yeah. I had to say a little prayer to him that hopefully they're going to
dig it.
Side. Well, you want to wrap this thing or are you good to go?
Huh? It depends. Like I'm at a point where if we're gonna go, then I'm gonna go grab a couple more beers, and then then we're gonna go. So, where are we at? How long we been going? What's up?
We've been going for
I keep trying to touch. That's me trying. If I touch the screen, nothing. It doesn't tell me the time. On Skype, it does.
We were up there in time. We were like over an hour. And now it says like 3 minutes, but I think it's just added.
What happened, Dave? What happened for the listeners out there? We are episode 58, and there is, if you only listen from listening devices, the Isaac episode didn't make it on Libsyn, right?
Yeah.
So because that one didn't. Yeah. Exactly. So that you can only see on the YouTube.
Oh, we're still good. We got people still watching.
All right.
Hour 43.
Oh shit, son. What time is it, bro? Is that whoa,
10,
bro? I don't
30 or 10:20.
I am staying up late, bro. I'm fucking gangster in this bitch. What? Oh my God.
Oh man. Yeah, we're still going strong. I like it.
Hell yeah. What do you got? So what do you got planned this week, bro? What's cracking? I'm still busy as fuck.
So work has been slow as shit because no one obviously wants us in their house to sell us or sell them an HVAC system because everyone's scared. So if I get any appointments, I'm doing them online, which is cool. I mean, nothing against that. But I also told them I am more than willing to go and, practice social distancing in my appointment, make sure to wear gloves and a mask to make them feel comfortable. So.
All right, bro, you walk in my house with gloves and a mask, you can get shot.
I mean, I said if they prefer me to, I'm willing to. I'm willing to do whatever they want.
You know what I mean, though? Isn't it funny?
Cool,
it's like
if they're
that
cool,
shit
with
would be weird as fuck. Like you're chill. If I'm chilling right now, somebody knocks on my door and I look out the people and there's a dude with like goggles and a mask and gloves. I'm gonna be like, you have 5 seconds to get the fuck off my property.
Yeah. Absolutely.
But it's respectful right now. You know what I mean? I'm not talking.
It's weird, man. It's so fucking weird. Like, dude, I went to the pot club the other day, right? And they made
that's open. That's essential business,
dude. Essential. And there's a line fucking down the fucking block.
Oh my God! I bet
for the fucking pot, right? And
oh
there's
my God
on the ground that you have to stand on the piece of tape, and each piece of tape's 4 feet apart. And the guy comes by, he looks at your ID, he keeps his distance, he gives you the sign. Everyone's wearing gloves, fucking, and like there's just tape on the ground everywhere to where you can stand to make everyone stand apart from each other. And everyone's wearing gloves. A lot of people are wearing masks, shit like that. It's just strange. They were like, everyone has to separate. Like even the people that came together had to stand on 2 separate like strips of the line.
Like I don't even get the mask thing.
It's crazy, but the way people are reacting to it is nuts.
Well, I mean, I
get it. I get it. I don't want to fucking give it too much light. I fucking, you know what?
I mean, it's a real thing. It is what it is. Like I said, like even me and Victoria got into something. I'm like, this is me. I'm not saying everybody's got to think the way I think. I was like, I have a thought. That's it.
Yeah.
Everyone's that is what it is.
It's a free country.
That's what I'm trying. That's what I fucking told her. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like, I do believe there's a bunch of stupid ass motherfuckers out there that need to stay home. But if anybody thinks they're going to tell me that I need to stay in my fucking house, they can go fuck themselves.
Yeah, we're Americans. We could go anywhere.
If I want to drive to the mountains and take a fucking hike, guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to do that. And if you tell me otherwise, then you better be fucking ready to. Whatever.
Now the shitty thing is, you can't be like, hey, I'm going to go train some jujitsu. Because fucking like gyms are closed and shit like that. So,
well, yeah, I mean, there's like, privately, and then they're talking about groups of 10. It's like people are still going out doing stuff. The biggest thing is like, it is true. It's like you got to watch out for old people. You got to watch out. Yeah, people are getting it, but dude, I have so much. My whole thing is like faith, dude. Like if I'm about to fucking die, I'm about to fucking die. Like if some old person wants to come up and have a conversation with me, I'm gonna converse with that person because they're making a fucking choice. They're making a choice to be out. They're making a choice. I went to breakfast last week. Only people out were old people. That's it. Yeah. You know what I mean? And like everybody was, and I'm like, dude, I believe in the part of natural select. Like I don't like as hard as it is to say, like, I don't want to see anybody. No one wants to lose anybody. People mix that shit up. Like just because you believe in natural, I lost somebody. Like, dude, I'm incredibly sincerely sorry for your loss.
Yeah.
But it happened like because it was gonna happen like that. Mm-hmm. There's no way, and then everybody wants to blame other people. I don't even want to go into that shit.
And I could even go further. I got baited into a political thing on Facebook, which I regret even getting into it. And I'm not even gonna go as far as the details on it. But somebody from jiu-jitsu posted something, blaming blah 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 for blah blah blah. And I just said, hey, this isn't the time to post.
I was laughing about you getting into it over the racism thing. I was like, I was like, you're the one. I was about to jump into that motherfucker, but I'm like, just let it go, Chad. I seen Brandon hop in there a little bit, and I'm like reading it, and I'm like, I could really illustrate these points. I could orchestrate them very well with words. I could summarize exactly what's being said from both parties right now. Take it on. Like, you know, I can.
People they don't want to see anybody's side. It's so that's the shitty thing about Facebook is there's no connection.
The reason I don't go into that stuff is like my dad told me this when I was really young, but I never took it till now. Like,
I'm sorry, you saw that whole thing on Facebook though unfold.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, and that's what I mean. It was like, you know, the whole thing is like what he told me. It happened. He told me it when I was really young, and then he reminded me of it when I was like. Probably like 22. I was in a 21 or 22, but it was Santiago's. And I got into an argument with this girl in there. And she was like fucking irate. And I kept like, I'm like, what don't you understand? Like, and I told him about the argument. And he's like, bub, you know, and Joe Rogan's even said it. And maybe that's when I started listening to it. If it comes from your dad, you don't want to listen. But if you hear it from somebody else, you will. But he goes, don't argue with anybody that's scared to be wrong.
Yeah,
that's it.
Absolutely.
Good night, Trevor. Well, thanks for listening, brother. Good night.
Yeah, but thanks for listening.
Don't argue with anybody that's scared to be wrong. And that's what like I do. Like when I go into those things, I'm like, dude, like I've been in groups of room with like wise elders that like we were able to have a conversation, a debate, if you will, and speak intelligently and be open-minded enough to like go into it like, you know, it's
you gotta be open-minded. That's the problem.
Well, the whole thing is like it's actually like a higher mindset. Like, you know, there's ways, there's methods like Socratic questioning that are in place to where you can navigate the waters to essentially by asking questions, get people to give them the opportunity. You don't seem cocky. You're just going to keep asking questions. And then as they answer them, they have the opportunity to, you know, see the point. And if they don't, then you might as well just get out of the conversation. Like, you know what I mean? Like people can contradict themselves. Do you believe in this? So if you believe in that, then do you believe in this? Well, okay. So you believe in this, you don't believe in that, but but you're saying this. So can you please explain that to me? Like I'm ignorant, you know, and playing that role, you can get through a lot. And then you'll realize with people, it's like, you know what, there's no point in this. And you know, it's like
hard to shut it off when there's no point to it, and especially for educated
when
mind.
You realize somebody just doesn't want to be wrong. They just want to blatantly feel a certain. They just and it's like, no, like I'm not even like trying to fight with you. Like, please, can you please?
Level.
I am admitting that I like do not understand your point. I don't understand your belief, and if we're gonna have this conversation, can you please break it down?
Yeah,
logistically,
to where I can understand it.
Can you explain to me the logic of why you're saying what you're saying? Not by distracting and trying to give random examples that have nothing to do with the point or this or that, or a million other ways of literally sidetracking the conversation to where nothing's ever actually discussed. Just a bunch of things are said, you know. That art of conversation, debate, if you will, is really dead amongst so many people. And I mean, people really think that like just because you Googled something means it's right. Like, what if I wrote that paragraph? Like, what is the context within the source that is illustrating to you logic, fact, or reason? You know what I mean? Like, where does that come into play, and what are you basing it on? And that's when, you know, and if we're going to use a word, like the actual definition of a word has to mean something, or else our language means nothing. So if we're going to accept the definition, you have to accept it in every way. You don't get to say, oh, in this sentence, no, this is what it means. It can be applied these ways, but you don't just say that doesn't count there. You know what I mean? Like,
Chad, you know how easy that's a crazy statement too. Like, I mean, you're spot on, because it's so difficult to have a educated conversation, or just a conversation to where, you know, someone can be open enough to hear any side of it, you know, because there's more than one side. There's 100 different sides, as many sides of the personalities in the room, you know, everyone's going to have a different take on things.
Dude, that's why like a general rule for peace amongst man, like is true. Like it's a belief that I subscribe to is like it takes a very, in general for the norm, I don't discuss with people politics or religion.
Mm-hmm.
Those two things are what cause wars. And you can love your neighbor and you can be friends with everybody on your block. And just because, as long as you never discuss politics or religion, you can be that way. I do not believe in hating somebody because they have different politics than me. I do not believe in hating somebody because they have a different religion than me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, no, like I might like see people would say, oh yeah, but their religion says kill me. Okay. So you don't dislike them because of their religion. You dislike them because they want to kill you.
Yeah.
If you were to truly break it down. So
yeah,
you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, has nothing
that's
to
what
do
it
with
is.
religion.
It's the threat of murder that
Yeah.
fucking offends you, or the fact, you know what I mean? So, but anyway, those two things, like that's what's wrong, is like with the ability to instantly communicate with the masses around the world without having to think it through, without having to put a pencil or a pen to a piece of paper and write it and send a telegram or put out this or put out that. You can tweet anything, you could say anything. People Google it instantly and they're entitled. They're like, fucking boom, there it is, motherfucker.
You
like,
know how easy it is to, I'm sorry to cut you off right there. Hold your thought. But you know how easy it is for somebody to create a fake article online? Like I sent one out in the group message, right? You know, to the guys. Yeah. It took me 5 seconds online. You know what I mean? So it's just a heading. You can put a heading on anything.
Yeah.
And that's a whole nother topic, creating fake news and all that.
I mean,
but
the reality,
sense, you know, people believe into everything they read.
This is the whole thing, is it's like, it's people, like, I hate saying this shit, but the reality is like, there are certain intellect levels in the world, right? The majority is not at a higher level. You know what I mean? There's levels. So there's never like any majority, but there's a certain point where comprehension, you have to want to research something. Mm-hmm. You have to want to be open-minded. You have to be willing to be wrong. You have to, and not like, it doesn't even bug you to be wrong. You have to be open-minded enough to accept truth. You have to be seeking truth. You have to be willing to accept truth. You have to understand, you know, you have to have a certain neglect of ego within the conversation to let those guards down.
Absolutely.
And to be honest, if you read a paragraph, you have to not just be able to read it and say, these are the words. Like, do you understand the context of the paragraph? Do you understand? Can you comprehend it? And do you understand that when the words are written in a certain way, like those same exact words written in this way or written in that way, mean different things? Do you understand punctuation? Do you understand that comma actually makes a sentence mean something different? Sometimes you can remove a comma from a sentence, it will mean this. And if you put a comma in, it will mean something else. People that don't even understand that about general punctuation truly can read the article and read it completely wrong. So when you factor in those boundaries of man, you start to begin to realize that, unfortunately, most people aren't willing or can comprehend that much. So you're always going to have a majority that, unfortunately, speaks outlandishly and will do whatever. So, you know, it's up to certain, that's why leaders are necessary, because they're more rare, and whatever leaders are speaking the loudest are going to grasp the most people. And typically people with the utmost intelligence aren't willing to speak out as much because they are aware that they're going to run into battles, and they'd rather be at peace than start a war through speech.
Type of personality.
Exactly. They don't want to fight that battle because they understand the battle. So you can have a lot of other people that stand up and sway majorities of people to just speak and go crazy, and they can use them the way they want. And that's a war that's very hard for the greater good to always prevail. And then there's obviously the interpretation of what the greater good is.
Yeah, absolutely. And one of the things that you brought up is the interpretation of text and, periods and commas and the use of punctuation, and I think that's one of the things that's changed society so much is text messaging and the way they're sent all the time. How many times have you sent Victoria a message meaning one thing and she interpreted it another way? Or, anybody on a job or anything like that. If you send a text message, it fucking can be interpreted so many different ways. You know what I mean?
Well, that's what, like, usually if I'm writing
what
text,
kind of mood you're in.
Yeah. Well, it's took me a long time to loosen up my text messaging, but I used to literally write text messages like I was writing like my text messages would be
long as fuck,
more informative.
They always have been long as fuck.
Yeah, and like I've shortened it down, but that's why I do it, because like I want to respect. But that's truly what it is.
You're a fast motherfucking typer, no matter what device. If it's on a laptop,
I can't even like type the real way. I got like I can use these and like I'm like a blah 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 blah. But anyway, but I mean, but I've always had an appreciation for writing, and then like, if I write something, a lot of people like go, "Oh wow, that's very well written. Oh, you're talented in that regard." So right there, you're kind of like, okay, so a lot of people couldn't write that, so you just there's different boundaries that I'm not. Then people could take exactly what I said and say, oh, so you're saying you're better than somebody here. No, I'm saying we all have different talents and we all have different aspects and regards, and that unfortunately in a world with such instant reaction and instant gratification, instant reactions, everything like that, people are just easily offended and take everything wrong, and they don't think about the fact that like, okay, yeah, so I'm a better writer, but dude, you're hella good at this or that. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
that's never been the thing. Like, there's a reason why teams do well that are ran by a good leader, like recognizing talents and delegating responsibilities. Like the tech guy is the shit, but the fucking PR guy is good at that. He might not be a good tech. So, in teams that work well, you find specialists in their areas. Somebody that's good at everything usually doesn't excel within a team, or you know what I mean? Like, so,
or their personality can't do the business side.
Yeah, it's all simple principles that are so simple that people don't want to believe it and they won't subscribe to them. But that is the simplicity of it,
No, like, you're right.
Yeah, it's like, it's kind of just, it is what it is. But I mean, that's why like a lot of times I shut up, and why I do have so much fun drinking and playing a fool. Like I'd rather do it. It's so much more fun. Like I don't want to.
Who doesn't love that guy?
Dude, you know what I mean? Like, well, yeah, and like in Vegas, like me having all those deep comments. I'm like, God damn it, dude! But I was influenced. So that's how I'm going to put it. But I had fun.
They love your intellect. They love the way you have a really good way of putting your words together and, putting out what you're trying to say in a gentle manner. You can read people at the same time. You have that personality to where you can see how they're taking what you're saying and change what you're saying on the fly. And, if somebody's taking something you're saying hard, let's just use somebody, for example, no, real stories, but let's just say Enrique, and you look at him and you say something and he gets easily offended. You'll be able to change as you're talking to him what you're saying to make him feel a little bit better.
Well, to me that's just eye contact. You know what I mean? Like that's
but for different personalities, it's not that easy. For me,
I get what you're saying.
For me, it's more of their body language or like, different expressions on their face. I look people in the eyes, but I know what people I need to look in the eyes. So it's different. I think it all depends on your personality, your mannerism, stuff like that.
That's just something that I do. You know what I mean? Like, and that's what like, but yeah, it's been fun. Like just like, I got, some friends up here going through problems and they're younger, and you talk to them and it's like, fuck, dude. Like, it's just crazy. Sometimes it's like, I get like why people just shut the fuck up. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like I could see why people just like some of the most intelligent people that I know will literally chill in a room and they just they'll only comment on stupid fun, and when anybody gets serious, they just shut up and they drink their beer and they smile. You know what I mean? Like they're wise, bro. They're like, I'm not gonna get into that shenanigans. Like there's no point. Like what I'm gonna say, nobody here wants to hear.
Yep.
So I'll just shut the fuck up, drink my beer, and act a fool. You know what I mean? Or just not. Me, I act a fool.
Yeah.
Typically, absolutely. That's my go-to. I just say fuck it. I'm gonna try to make everybody laugh. That's it.
There's certain people I look at and I can pick up when they're, doing something like that, and I can kind of just give them a smile and a look and like, all right, I know what you're saying. Like, I mean, the person I think of the most is your dad, like there'd be crazy ass conversations going on. Your dad's sitting back, taking it all in. Then someone looks at him and they're like, what do you think, Vern? And he's like, think you drunk motherfuckers need to keep drinking.
Yeah. That's it. Like, that's it, man. That's all,
So, I mean, there's just certain things like that.
I didn't think about how much I got of that from him. Yeah. That's,
I mean, big time, bro. That's the first person when you were just talking about that. That's the first person I was thinking of.
Well, that's what, dude, fucking Mr. Bob Hallett, bro. That motherfucker just will kick back and like, he's hilarious because I would love, like, as a kid, bro, like not drinking or nothing, even being in the Amherst Club, and like I would sit by him, you know what I mean? And like everybody be saying, and I'm like listening, and then he would just like just kind of like not drop knowledge on me, but he'd say a few things, and I'm laughing, and then he'd give a little smirk, and I'm like, like,
absolutely.
Like you actually know what's up, bro.
Yeah.
Like, damn,
If you sit there and you talk to those guys and listen to them, dude, you get a hell of a fucking time.
Well, that's what I attribute most of who I am to. And like, that's who, truthfully, as an old man, like what I want to represent in the world. Like I grew up traveling with my parents and drinking with my parents. And before I was drinking with my parents, I was still in the room. And I don't say that to glorify drinking. I just mean that I was around a lot of elderly banter, and my parents hung out with, dude, most of the time
they hung out with,
they were all like even older.
Yeah.
Like for as far as our trips and archery and camping, dude, a lot of my parents' closest friends, like outside of Uncle Ron and them, they were all like at least 20 years older.
Yeah.
And so I was always around those older men that grew up like in the greaser times, wearing greased jeans and white t-shirts with cigarette packs rolled up, working on fucking, cars and whatever, and hearing their perspective and their stories and the way they would tell stories was always something that I was fascinated by. And to see them and know that generation, through World War II, all these, them talking about their grandparents. And I've always had a fascination with that. And I've sat around it and I've taken it in forever. And then like, I went to, JP's funeral. When I went to his, like, I wanted to speak just to say something, but then I realized that I would have just been talking to myself. So like, what I had to say, I said inside, and everybody else had their moment, but that was truthfully when it hit me like, wow, like that's one of the like last, men that I knew like that. So I look at that, like, is that generation fading? And then like hoping that a shimmer of their light, like I'm not hoping, I know like a shimmer of their light, exists within me.
Absolutely.
So that when I'm that age, that's what I'm going to remind people of. You know what I mean? Like those names, those faces, those smiles, those stories, that way of life and living isn't gonna die. You know what I mean? Like my son's gonna be aware of it, and people that I encounter, they're encountering those lights and that way of living. That's like what I hold on to in different moments and having fun, and something that I treasure that like I want to try to pay forward. Now, obviously it's my interpretation of it, but at least it's something that's living and breathing forward that I enjoyed and that brought me a lot of pleasure. So I versus all the negative that I've seen and everything, like all that shit ever does is reinforce my like positive perspective, beliefs, and reinterpretation of things that I loved as I grew up. Like dude, like the shock value of older people saying shit, like, you know what I mean? When you feel like you're like, oh, no one knows how I feel, and then you hear fucking these old men drop these stories, you're like, what the fuck? Like, and
dude,
it's
old timers always have the best stories, man.
Dude, they always top anything you've ever done.
Yeah.
And that's why, like, I am always so true.
And they tell you about it too. They tell you, oh yeah,
fuck yeah. What the fuck do you got to worry about when you're fucking 70 or 80, bro? Nothing. What am I worried about the way you judge me? Fuck you, you little fuck. You know, like, but like, who cares? You know, like that. And that's always what I've hung on to. And you realize how comfortable it makes people. When I tell a story about something fucking absolutely retarded that I did, you know, fucking the suppository on my fucking ass or whatever, you know, like straight up, bro, I'm just being like honest. You know, and somebody out there has done it, you know, I feel like it. Somebody's done it.
I mean, I had a pretty similar story.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You know, so if anything, it gives people a reason to assimilate or fucking a smile on their face. And that's all I give a fuck about, man. So
that's badass, man. Yeah. And dude, that's one of the things I used to kick it. I mean, I always had older friends, you know, and I always hung out with guys a few years older than me. You know, even you guys are a few years older than me. Always, my whole life. You know, one of my best friends growing up was like 5 or 6 years older than me.
Yeah.
And you know, I used to hang out with my grandpa a lot, and I'd listen to his conversations with his buddies, you know, and the way he'd bullshit with people. My grandpa was the best bullshitter. Like, you know, he could bullshit with the best of them. Anybody that came up, he could talk about whatever subject they wanted to. He was a salesman, you know, like when it came down to it.
Hell yeah.
But, you know, and thinking about it like that, I picked up a lot of those traits, you know. I can talk to anyone about anything, and people like talking to me. So, you know, people used to love talking to my grandpa just because he was funny and he'd crack a couple jokes and he had voices he'd do. And, you know, my John voice, you know,
yeah,
like, that alone. I mean, that's a fucking crazy ass thing.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's the same
fucking
shit.
Best.
I haven't done it in so long. Hi, this is John.
What? John, how the fuck are you, John?
I haven't been around in a while.
John, are you safe right now? You're marked safe, and I haven't heard from you in a while. So, given the nature of things, I was worried.
I just lost the lane to Corona.
What? God damn it, John.
I know, Chad, it's been a while. I'm so sorry, but I don't know what happened. We went on a cruise.
You sound a lot older, John. Oh fuck. Yeah, man.
Yeah, that's some good shit right there.
Yeah, that's good. Went on a cruise.
Hi, this is John.
That was like the hardest swallow. I was trying to, I'm like, dude, if I spit this out, I'm going to fry something. There's a lot of equipment.
Hi, this is John. And I just wanted to say that I'm really excited about what you're doing on the podcast. It's my favorite show ever.
That's not John, bro. That person sounded like an old tranny, bro. Like trying to be John. Like, bitch, Carol Baskin, you better fucking tell me where John is. You were faking this, you cunt. Oh man.
Oh man.
Do you think anybody's gonna like look at like some crazy woman and be like, fuck you, you Carol Baskin bitch? Like that's gonna be a real insult
of a lifetime. Yeah. She is a fucking bitch though.
You're gonna see any cat woman is now Carol Baskin. That's all I'm
kitty. Here, kitty.
Feeding the fucking that video is.
Poor, hey, whoever is running his social media needs to put all that money on his books.
Oh my god, yeah.
Because probably blowing the fuck up right now, and he needs to get some money for some tattoos and some butt fucks. And
when me and John, holy shit, today's Sunday. Yesterday, wow, yesterday. That's so fucking crazy. It was just yesterday. Yesterday, when we were driving back from a job site, me and John started pulling up a bunch of the videos, and he is blowing up. Like he's got
whoever's running this shit needs to put the money on the book.
Yeah. You gotta get him put the money on the book.
Gay boyfriend, his little gay boyfriend. What was his name? Caleb or something.
I think it was Damon.
Darren.
Matt Damon.
Yeah. He needs to definitely hook his boyfriend up with some cash from all those Facebook and YouTube videos. And dude, I do got to say, the guy's got some talent with his videos and his country singing. He's got a good country voice for,
Victoria's like, I feel like his shit was like auto-tuned or something. Like, I don't know, babe. Like, I go, babe, the Spice Girls sounded completely American and they had fucking accents like a motherfucker. She's like, yeah, no, they literally doctored all their voices in the studio. I was like, they did live performances. She's like, they lip synced. I was like, oh, well, let's not use them as an example.
Yeah.
I was like, fuck.
I don't know. I feel like there's some legit ones.
There's tons of singers that can't even speak English, but sing it perfectly normal.
It's weird. Singing's a whole nother ballgame. It's
crazy. It's an instrument, I guess. So
it is. It really is.
Well, hey, we do got a wrap, man. I just
absolutely
I'm at like 3%. So
all right, guys. Well, thanks for tuning in. We will be back at you. We'll have everything uploaded on Libsyn here pretty soon for you guys to binge listen to, and we'll have all of our content on YouTube as well. Thank you, Chad. What you got to say?
Brother. Love you, brother. I'm just gonna say to everybody, keep listening, keep watching documentaries, drop some content, give us something to watch. It'll just create more content for us. And yeah, man, just stay up out there, you guys.
Yeah, stay up. Don't let the corona get you down.
Be the light, man. Everybody can be native. It takes a good man to be positive. And for all you women out there, just keep sucking that dick. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Keep
corona babies are coming.
And if you're a lesbian, I don't discriminate. Lick that coochie, fucking work that strap on. You know what I'm saying? Put it down. That's all I'm saying.
Sex all right, brother. Good. I love you, man. Have a good one.
All right. Love you, bro.
Bye.
How's that work?